Canelo Crawford. What a game. Did you guys watch the fight?
I didn't.
No,
I just saw
I'm
the
not
highlights on
a
Twitter.
I'm not a crazy fan of boxing, so please. I don't even know who the world champion is. So
That was a good one.
I see.
That was a good one. That was a good one. All I can say is Mayweather ruined boxing. The boxing that we grew up on.
Yeah,
For real,
sure,
how did you ruin
definitely.
it?
Yeah, but when I say ruin, I don't mean like in a bad way. I'm just using like air quotes. It's like how they say Steph Curry ruined NBA or Pep Guardiola ruined football. It's
No, okay.
basically
Yeah,
bringing a new technique that is not that is too, I won't say too technical, but technical in a way where it becomes less entertaining if you are not following the technical part of it. Do you
Oh,
get what I mean?
yeah.
Like for football, you just want proper backless football. You understand? Play
Yes.
it long. Tony Pulis kind of football. Play it
Mm-hmm.
long. Tear the shot from
Brexit.
anywhere.
Brexit football.
Proper Brexit football. Proper Italian 90 football. That's what you want to watch. So it's the same thing with boxing. When Mayweather came into the sport as well, it became very defensive, very technical, and I guess he won a lot on points and less on knockouts, right?
very technical. Yes,
I don't think he was a
less on
knockout.
knockouts. Yeah.
I don't think he was the Mike Tyson kind of boxer.
Very technical.
Also,
The way he moves.
he didn't have that ferocity to knock out in opponents.
Hmm.
But he had the technicality. He was just too technical, too good, too intelligent, too weak. Like Mayweather was just different, man.
It's built different.
Hitting him alone was like a win for you.
You can't even get to
Yeah,
him.
you can't even get to him.
Which game was I watching? I watched one of his fights and I was just annoyed because he was just too good. The way he kept moving and just weaving
Yeah,
and moving, constantly
his
throughout.
movements
That guy
constantly.
could go for
Yeah,
20 rounds, man. The way he
he's
was,
high level athletes. Yeah, very very
yeah.
conditioning. His conditioning was just like prime. Everything was his body shape. And like he was a crazy guy. I would like,
Yeah.
and highly dedicated to his
Yes.
craft. Yeah,
Yes. You could tell
So
from his training.
yes.
Yeah,
You could tell
despite
from
his
his training.
flamboyant
And also,
lifestyle,
like
I
it
thought he's
made
dedicated.
sense because he was really like he grew up in a boxing family, in a
Hmm.
boxing environment. Like he learned his dad, his uncle, like everybody was just teaching him, the different facets of boxing, and that's how he just came through. So he was just like a pure. When basketballers say pure hooper,
Yeah.
that's who he is.
Pure hooper, exactly. So yeah, man, great fight, great fight. I enjoyed it. Actually, because they are two fantastic fighters. Canelo is a good fighter. Crawford is a amazing fighter as well.
Is this the
I knew it was
heavyweight
a big fight. I
this
knew it
thing?
was a big fight because the recording, I had to sleep early because the time in Las Vegas is up like 3 4 hours like behind behind my time. So I was like, oh, well, this thing is starting very very late. I need to sleep before I wake up to record the pod. And I think that's how I missed it. I would have watched it anyway.
Yeah, Netflix said, I mean, in my time zone, Netflix said 3 a.m., but the fight I think
Wow.
started around 6, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
after the other guys in the on the card. Yeah,
Exactly. So there are like
I don't
a
go
few
crash for
other
that.
there are a few other fights before the main events, basically.
uh,
But it was good. I
makes
enjoyed
sense.
it. And Ayo, to your question, it's the super middleweight professional boxing match.
Wow, boxing has changed though. Back then, now only heavyweight we know. There's no to concern us concern the
That's
other
another legacy
pound
of
weights.
Mayweather.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're not
Hmm.
fighting heavyweights, bro, I better go and sleep.
I mean, mostly it was heavyweight. Heavyweight was what got box office.
Yes,
Yeah.
Heavyweight.
that's what
Dunking
got
and
the
everything.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think this was good. I also like the fact that it was streamed worldwide on Netflix. That's a big one for streaming platforms. It just shows how
Yeah.
the game, technology is and media basically are evolving.
Yes.
Yesterday as well, the Arsenal Nottingham Forest game, I watched it on Prime Video.
Oh
Oh
yes,
yeah. The
you
offer
can watch
from
league
Premium
games. Yeah, on Prime Video.
some.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's a good deal.
watch it on Prime Video as well. I believe Prime Video is also the exclusive partners. Is it exclusive partners with the NBA this season?
Are they?
I think so. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
remember I shared that article saying Prime had gone into a partnership with the NBA. Let me check it. Let me check it again. Prime Video. Yeah, Prime Video entered an 11-year media rights partnership with NBA, starting with the 2025-2026 season, securing exclusive global coverage of 66 regular season games, all Emirates NBA Cup knockout games, the play-in tournament, some early playoff games, and 6 conference finals over the deal's duration. That is huge.
Shout out to
That is
Bezos, man.
huge. I thought they were partners with TNT, right? So this is huge.
Yes. Yeah.
The partnership is valued at approximately $19.8 billion and will provide an expansive or an expanded international package of games, including studio coverage led by host Taylor Rooks and analysts like Dirk Nowitzki and Blake Griffin. It's huge, man.
Makes sense.
It's huge.
The game is
And you
changing.
follow the
Broadcasting
money.
game is changing. Yeah, you
Yeah,
follow
you
the
follow
money.
the
man.
money. You follow the money. $19.8 billion. You know, you ask yourself, oh, can TNT or who are
ABC,
the
NBC.
yeah, who are the former partners, media partners? Can they
Can they
come
match
up
up
with
to
that
this?
amount? Yeah, they can't. They can't. So it's huge. It's huge. And you know, Prime has also been airing the WNBA anyways since 2021. So it was easy
Catch
for
them
them to
early.
just yeah. So you look at it, you come down to Nigeria. Remember when High TV usurped DS multi-choice for one season
Yeah.
Yes,
and
for
got the
not
rights
one
to
season. Was it one season or
Two.
two
Two.
seasons? Yeah.
2 seasons.
was it 2 seasons?
It was 2
Nobody
seasons.
will sell you rights for one season. It has to be. I think the high TV thing was 3 years. I'm not sure
It
it
was
was
3,
even
but I
two.
don't think they could. I don't think they could finance the
They
third.
couldn't
So that's
fulfill
why.
the final years of. Okay.
So DSTV came and just we're back, bitches, and they never left it again.
Of course, that's the cash king now. The, I, there's no way DSTV right now, multi-choice right now, will lose out on any bid for the
See,
Premier League from Africa. It's
they will
impossible.
sacrifice. They will sacrifice souls if they have to. Because bro, that's the only reason why they're standing.
If it's to double the cost of subscription right now, they will do that because that's the only thing because everybody has to. You will watch match now. You know, go watch match.
Everybody go watch match now.
Yeah. You
I'm seeing an article from 2010 here. Okay, but this article is talking about how they lost the rights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to. You know, that's another thing. That's another thing they'll tell you. Everything stays on the internet forever. Just give it a few years. Give it 10, 15 years.
Exactly.
Bro, even
All,
Yankee.
all the sorry, all the websites that were publishing news then, you know, they've all moved on, and so
Yes,
you
now.
can't find some of those stories. Thank God for
Four links.
forums like Nairaland that took those articles, copy and pasted them in the forums, and that's where you can really track.
Yeah. That's what I want to say that it won't happen to MTV News, where most of the articles that were written like 10, 15 years ago were just wiped out. But thanks to Internet Archive or Internet Wayback Machine or something like that, the archive stories you can still go and see them. So nothing is really permanent on the internet. Physical media still has the advantage over new age media.
You're right. The same thing. MTV News they shut down, but everything was archived. So at the end of the day, you then need another body to archive everything. A
A third party.
commercial, yeah. You know, we've seen it also at the media house we worked. Right? They took down some videos.
Yep.
They took down some
Yeah.
articles. You know, and they'll tell you, oh, we're optimizing. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at storage space at times. You're looking at a couple of other things, and that's it. You know, so nothing really stays. Maybe if it's on the blockchain. Other than that, really, what stays on the internet forever? What? Look at search on Twitter is terrible. You can't
No,
even
down
look
as
for
sports. It has sport
Down
already.
as sports.
yeah.
Yeah.
Search on Twitter is horrible.
To get anything meaningful now from search on Twitter, it has to be the advanced search.
Yeah, advanced search. Yeah, not the
You
regular
have to
search
do
anymore.
advanced search now. You can't just do the regular search and get what you want. So it's frustrating.
Pretty difficult. I mean, there's that. There's no search on Instagram.
What there is now, kind of, but not for topics. Sure.
and not for posts. Like for example, if I go to
Yeah.
like the profile, the page of someone who posts a lot, I want to search for a particular post. You have to start scrolling.
You go do manual. Oh.
You go do manual. It's difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that as well, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more coverage with streaming platforms. Because it's bundled in the package. See, you know what I want at the end of the day? Give me everything, and I hope they do is give me everything on one streaming platform. I'm tired of using Netflix, using
It's
Amazon
coming there.
Prime,
It's getting
using
there.
HBO, using Disney, using Viaplay, give me everything on one platform. I'll pay. I'll pay a bit more.
It's
That's
coming.
pretty
You know
much
Americans
what
now.
was encouraging, like, piracy, like in
Mm-hmm.
this era, because people can't just have like different subscription. You know,
People
it's
are
just
even
it's
willing to
tiring.
pay a bit more to have everything in
Yes,
one place.
In one
yeah.
place. Yeah.
The reason why I've not paid for any football streaming like website right now is just because it's not on. You have to subscribe to different platforms to get to watch everything that you want. I kind of like miss DSTV in that aspect where you just pay for one thing. You know that you're watching Champions League, La Liga, Serie A, Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, everything in one. But here it's different platforms, different league or different games, bro. It's tiring, bro.
Yeah, it's tiring. It's tiring. You got to figure out, okay, for football subscription, I have to watch the EPL here, but I can't watch Champions League here. I have to go to another
Exactly.
platform and pay for
Mm-hmm.
Champions
I'll
League
pay for
only.
Champions League.
Then even the Champions League, they'll tell you, hey, uh, we're not going to show all the games. We're just going to show
Yeah,
the two games per night. So these are the games you can watch. Oh, to
Oh
watch
wow.
Carling Cup, you have to go somewhere else. Oh, FA Cup, you have to go somewhere. So man, at times. So it's the
Una,
congruency. At times, you just need everything in one place.
yeah, man. Last.
I need everything in one place. Well, talking about people who gathered in one place recently, why are you laughing?
Yeah. We want to
What
continue.
do you what do you think I want to say?
Yeah, move on. Don't worry. I know where the spirit is leading you. Don't worry.
You're a mind reader now.
Yeah, I'm a mind reader. It's one of the many traits I have. Yeah.
Congrats to you. Anyways, talking about people that gathered in one place to celebrate our very own Nigerian Guinness World Record holder, by the way, Hilda Baci, aka Hilda Baci Cooks.
Mm.
A, a an unsurprisingly large amount of people gathered at where did they gather at? Eco Hotel, right?
Eco Hotel car park.
Eco Hotel car park. Very big car park, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, at times it was traffic and just coming back from, I just go to Eco Hotel car park.
Oh, for real?
I'm telling you, although no, I'll park there, that's what I'm saying. Then I'll go to
Okay.
the restaurant downstairs. Steve, we've
Yeah,
been there
yeah,
before now, right? I think we've hung out there before now. The one by the
yeah,
pool. We've had
yeah. I
dinner
know.
there or something before. I believe. Yeah. So at times I used to just
yes,
because
yes,
traffic
yes,
is
yes.
just
We've
too
done
much.
that. Like, yeah, you and I, yeah.
Traffic is
So,
just too much, man. You just have to go and chill somewhere.
yeah.
Then you chill, then the traffic goes down, then you can head out. Because I'm not going to sit in traffic for 2, 3 hours.
This is a true Lagosian. You don't know how
Osage
you
is the
go
king
beat
of
traffic.
chillers.
No, I
You know
know.
the
See, if it's the
You know that
sports,
you know that corner.
every
Ayo,
road. Osage know the corner.
the
which
corner before
corner?
he turns. The corner before you turn to where you get your 10 minutes nap.
Oh,
Yeah,
Have you forgotten?
yeah,
I can
remember.
never, never, never.
But the interesting thing of that chilling is that you're almost home. Like
Yeah,
you're
but
like
I need
15
it.
minutes away from home, but you need
Yeah,
it
because
bad.
I was going through pain driving in that traffic. So I
For that
just need that
Tomiland,
10
yeah.
minutes. Then at
Yeah.
times I'll have to still drop Ayo off at times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
at times that's true. At times that's true.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
have to drop Ayo off. Then
That's
maybe
true.
at times also we won't even get there. We'll climb the Oshodi bridge. I have to drop you off at Oshodi.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's true. Yeah.
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 Those were fun times, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's life though.
Those were fun
Yeah.
times. Then Steve got his own car. They didn't send me anymore.
Still became a big boy. Became a big media boy now. Or got media. So
Yeah, it became. Steve, was I still at Pulse when you bought your car? Yes, now.
no.
I had
Because
left.
you are left.
when he bought the blue
remember.
car.
That was the GRE now. Wasn't that in GRE that you bought the car?
No, I bought the blue car in the old office.
Oh, Stella.
Yes, but I
Oh, I
never
thought it
brought it to
was
the office. I wasn't driving to the office at that
okay.
time. Yeah, I wasn't
Okay,
driving
okay,
to the
okay, okay.
office.
Okay. Because I
Ayo,
just saw
did
it
you
in
ever
GRE.
make it to the GRE office?
I did. I
No,
visited them twice. Yes, I
you
got there.
No,
visited
when
them.
I
Only
mean
once.
as a
Make it
staff.
what you mean? Make it as a
No, no, no,
staff?
no, no, no,
No,
no. I stopped at
I was
like
long gone.
I stopped at that drug dealer mansion. And there I stopped.
Okay. Okay. The timelines are crashing. See what
I'm
happens.
telling you.
Yeah. The
Anyways, let's get back to Hilda
multiverse.
Baci. Hilda Baci recently announced that she was going to cook the biggest pot of jollof rice, and she was
Yes.
going to break. And she was, of course, she had invited Guinness World Records officials. She was going to run and break, the record for building or for cooking rather the biggest
The
pot of
largest
jollof
spot.
rice, the
Yeah.
largest pot of jollof rice.
Did that
And
record even exist before, or is she just trying to create it?
I don't know. Let me,
I'm not
you know
sure.
what?
Oh,
Let me
okay.
just check.
Let's just
I'll check.
confirm because it's like I don't know if it existed before. Maybe she just
I
wanted
don't
to
think
create
I
it.
don't think it existed before.
I don't think it existed before. I think she was just trying to create a new record.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Which was big and bold. And lo and behold, she did it. She did
She
it.
did it.
First of all, round of applause to that lady, right? Because anything she wants to do and puts her mind to it, she does it. That's one. Number two, which is even more important, she's very, very entrepreneurial.
Oh, she
Steve
is.
has
She's a
mentioned
brand.
this on the podcast before. She sells her cooking classes. A lot of people sign up. She makes bank with that money.
Yep.
She's found a way to hack it. And
She has her
how
own
do you,
restaurant right now.
she has her own
Oh,
restaurant
yes.
brand. Her mom runs a restaurant as well, I believe.
Yep, I think so. I don't know, but I
Yes,
think so. Yeah.
because I was watching part of the promo of this her stuff, and her mom also did some promo with her own cooking stuff
Oh,
and all
so
of that.
makes
You
sense.
know,
Yeah.
so this is what I like. I like entrepreneurial people who
Yeah.
can
Mm.
figure out how to make money. Legit. Okay.
Legit. Yes.
Yes. I don't know why Ayo has a very, very wide smirk on his face, but I'll keep it going. Anyway, she announced that she was going to cook it and to her to lo and behold, she did it. She did it, guys. She did
She did
it.
it.
She had the
Putting Nigeria
biggest
on the
pot.
map.
That pot was huge. She cooked the rice and she served the rice. So I hope the officials took note of everything, and I hope she gets her record. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
if you guys
Two
don't know
time.
who Hilda Baci is, for those who are listening, she is a very popular cook who broke the Guinness Book of World Records for cooking the longest dishes or spending time cooking the longest dishes, right? Or
Hookathon.
spending, yeah, a cookathon basically. So she cooked for over a long period of time. How many hours was it? How many days was it?
I can't remember again. No. And it was a huge event in Nigeria. Sure. Was that in 2020 or 2021?
I believe it was 2023, and she did
Okay.
a cooking marathon for 93 hours and 11 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was later surpassed a year later. Oh, sorry. That same year, she was
Mm-hmm.
surpassed by an Irish chef called Alan Fisher, who cooked for 119 hours and 57 minutes. But the brilliant thing, right? I think what stood out even to the Guinness World Record team was the amount of promo, the amount of engagements
From
Interactions.
Nigerians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that Hilda got globally,
Mm-hmm.
driven
Yeah.
primarily by Nigerians.
Yeah,
It
man.
It was
became
crazy.
people run Guinness Book of World Records events and
All the time.
activities all the time, right? It happens almost every day. Like it happens. But when Nigerians do it, especially for her, it was a big deal. Prior to
Yeah.
this, I think the only person who had done it as big as this was when Kafi partnered with Silverbird TV to run
Yeah.
the dancing marathon as well. And that was
Yeah.
huge. I
Huh?
remember celebrities were coming through. It was
Yeah.
broadcast live on TV. And that was huge as well. And I know DJ Obi also did the DJ marathon. That too had a
Yeah.
lot of buzz and all of that.
It
But
had a lot
Hilda
of us
blew
too.
it out of the park to the point where the governor of the of Lagos State, visited her and a couple of other people as well. So this was a big deal. So, doing another one again, running another competition again, or not competition, but like, trying to break another record of gain, of course, was going to get like a lot of eyes. And so she did it. She attempted cooking for the largest audience, or at least attempted cooking the largest pot of jollof rice. That's the title. Attempt for the largest pot of jollof rice. And now beyond that, what happened? Okay. A lot of tomfoolery and just stuff happening here and there, which was funny for me, particularly the pot breaking, collapsing, because it was
Yes.
not built well. Your anyhowness of Nigerians. So the pots, at some point, the pot caved in when they were
It
trying
caved
to
in, yeah.
wait. They
I don't.
had to use
I
a
hope.
crane to wait. Yes, go ahead.
I hope that does not affect the whole concept of entering the record,
For the
entering the
pot
book
not
of
to
record,
for the pot not to cave in.
breaking for the post breaking while it was being weighed for
Yeah.
like for the record. Do you get? I hope
Yeah,
it does not affect it, because she's putting so much. Like it's just like towards the end now of everything. She had
yeah.
like done the cooking,
They were
everything.
trying to
So
wait. Yes.
they're trying to wait. So I just hope it didn't affect the whole thing. But it's just I think those are I think they didn't just factor in some maybe like after putting the pot through like that heat process of during the cooking and trying to use a crane to lift it, and that's what affected it and it broke or stuff like that. Maybe
It's
just an
just,
oversight. Yeah.
no, it's not an oversight. It's just poor. It's whoever the engineering team in charge of creating this pot. It's just
The
poor
nothing.
engineering.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's just poor process of creating something. Like it's just poor. It's like
Yeah.
you
Our
should.
usual style. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just poor management. Like this thing
What
should be
what
heat tested.
when we say
It
these
should be
things or
heat
sags,
tested. Yeah.
when you say these things or sags, what do you like point to? What's the cause of this? Is it like a lack of talent? Is it lack of critical thinking? Like what do you ascribe this? I just feel it's lack of experience because we don't have like companies who get to do these things like regularly. So
It's
they're
two
not
things.
experienced in running like things like this. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that question, Steve. It's two things. First, it is we overlooking standard organizational practices and standard operational practices. You're
It's too
mute.
simplistic. It's too simplistic.
No,
So
it's
we
not
are overlooking.
simplistic.
There's a reason why they're overlooking it. It's just that they don't
Oh,
know
so
about
like,
it.
okay, they overlooked it. So why are they
Yes,
overlooking it? It's
exactly.
because
Yeah.
it's what's the word? It's I'll find the word, right? In Nigerian terms, it's called anyhowness. We're
Okay,
very used to
okay,
anyhowness, but there's
I
a
don't
word
care
for it.
attitude.
Yeah, there's a word for it, and the word is actually standards. Standards. You
Yeah.
understand? We are not afraid of of operating on inferior standards.
What if we don't? If there's no knowledge of a superior standard? Have you ever considered this? Like they
You
don't even
see,
know that it
this thing
exists.
you are doing, if you want to tie it, we're going to go back to time. This is the government we're going to end up with. And I don't want to end up there because you can start to relay it
Please.
back. Oh, why don't they have the standards? It's because they are not trained properly. Oh, why aren't they trained properly? Oh, the schools they went to are still teaching
let,
them on 90s curriculum. Oh, you understand what I'm saying?
let me be specific
The
here.
people that can do this thing, it's not like you don't have companies that can do this. Like Julius Berger can construct this thing for this lady.
I'm factoring
You
in the
understand what
heat
I'm saying?
process, the heat factor,
Of
and stuff
course,
like
if
that.
Julius Berger
Yeah,
created this thing, you won't have this problem. I'm not saying they
true,
went and met
true.
a roadside welder. They went and
But
met a
they,
company, but the company is not
but that company
experienced
don't
enough
have
to
the
produce.
experience.
Yes.
Yes, I
Or they
understand. That
also
makes
try to
sense.
cut corners. That's also another issue. And I don't want to raise that. Because
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
It's clear, right? You can see she had multiple sponsors here.
There was
She had
money.
she had
Finance was not the problem.
she had Gino. Gino is a tomato, an
They were
FMCG
the main
company that
sponsors.
produces tomato puree, which
Paste.
she
Yeah.
probably tomato paste, which she probably used in cooking the jollof. She also had a cleaning company. I can't remember the name now. So there was money. So she goes and then engages a company that is known for building uh
Things like this.
metal,
Yeah.
building stuff like this, and say, oh, this is what I'm trying to build. Can you give me a model? Somebody has to come with the model, design it, and say, okay, this is what it's going to look like. Oh, then it goes into the process of, if you apply certain amount of heat to it,
Would
we
it
are going
affect it
to,
after?
We're going to reinforce with XYZ. In fact, we've even done a test product and we put it under X amount of
A
heat for
simulation. Yeah.
over a period of hours, period of time, and we see that it stands. And when we use a crane to lift it, we've also tried because we simulated by putting the amount of weight in it. Do you understand? And we simulated and we see that the crane can carry it and nothing has happened. This thing is money. Where I live in now, right? I told you guys, before they do anything, the amount of thinking, process, meeting, safety that goes into it alone.
Yeah.
This is a safety problem.
Yeah.
You know, as that pot bent and cracked, in some other places they shut it down immediately.
Yes, immediately.
Because it has failed some safety practices there, and immediately you look at it and say, this is not safe anymore. For me, personally, that amount of rice cooking in there, blah, 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 for me, hygienically, it was not even safe. Me, personally. Do you understand? The way it was washed. But this is just personally for me. The way they look am, but again, with the chop inside, Agbari Ojuku. You know, as they go now, we don't rice. So, you can even leave that and say, okay, me, I'm just freaking out. That's just me. But beyond that, those are the things you then look at. So the company, now, the problem is we also don't have where we hold people, we don't have the situations where we hold people accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Because for something as big as this, it should be publicly known who were in charge of everything. Who is the construction company in charge of creating this thing? It should be known.
We don't know.
Because as it's failed, there's a shame and blame game immediately done. In fact, the competitors of the other company have picked this thing up and started to feed it and finish this company. But that's all. That's just that. The amount of people there, I was not impressed with the crowd control. It looks crazy.
That's a typical Nigerian problem with anything that you're doing in Nigeria.
I saw people rushing. There was a mini stampede. In a mini stampede, I saw a woman holding a baby. I was scared.
Yes. Yeah.
Why would they allow a woman holding the baby and give her entrance into that kind of place?
It's fine. You can take your baby to an event like this. That's okay. The problem is who is in charge of crowd control? And why did it lead to a stampede there? How did you design the event space in a way where they cannot be stampede? It means you didn't design it properly. There were not proper designations for where people can go. Do you understand what I'm saying? If there's a way you design these things, if you've worked at events before, right? When you are doing your recce and the event planner is telling you this, okay, we put up the barricades here. So those coming from this section, the security directs them towards this place. They can just walk in through and go. You design it in a way where it is fault proof. It is stampede proof. There will not be too much crowd in a certain space. I've worked in events where they say, okay, when we can anticipate at least 60 people coming in at a time during this place. It means the other 60, we channel them into this place. So you even avoid stampeding it. People even start to run.
Yeah.
People that do this thing, Woodstock, talk about that's why the whole Travis Scott, look at Glastonbury. Nobody dies. There's no stampede. That's why when the stuff happened yes. And then they start to look at the company and say, which company was in charge of this? They've all lost their jobs.
Yeah, they're never going to
how come there's a stampede? Then how are people begging for rice like that? Why are people begging for? I saw them taking spoon out of a bowl, and then they were dishing rice with a spoon on people's hands. Why?
That guy that has become a meme. Somebody else found his account.
Oh my God, they found his account.
His TikTok. Yeah.
His TikTok account.
So if you guys don't know, we're going to post this actually on the Olu Stock Twitter page. So while you're listening, you can go and look at it. He puts his hands between the gates, but there's a metal bar between his hands. Then they pack him a handful, like 2 handful spoons of rice, jollof rice. So he has it in his hands inside the gates. But he can't take his hands out because he will need to separate his hands and the whole rice is going to fall. Somebody called it Schrodinger's rice. It's in your hand and the floor at the same time.
Bro. If somebody told you that's
Schrodinger's rice,
a clip from the Old Testament in the Bible, you will believe.
Do you understand? That was funny. So
First
this
of
is
all,
the anyhowness I'm talking about. You spent
oh
a lot of
yes,
money on all these things, but someone didn't think about it. Oh, when we are done cooking, how do we dispense this food to everybody that came? Since we
That
promised them
came for the
everybody will eat.
events.
Okay,
and
as
guess
soon
what?
Yeah.
as it's ready, everybody can file through a certain place and take a pack of food that has already been packaged for you.
Dished. Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, we're not thinking on that level. Also, someone had another idea, right, which was very interesting. Then someone responded to that and said, marketing sweet for mouth. But someone said something,
The
said,
child egg thing, right?
yeah, you could have partnered with like a food delivery company like Chowdeck and processed and packaged this food that was cooked, beyond and done some packaging. It's very nice, but everything. But Hilda has made her money and she's broken a world record, hopefully. And we can move on from there. I
Yeah.
just
From our
like for
perspective, I think she did everything she was supposed to do.
no, it's
I think
successful.
is the supporting cast that we have like criticism for,
Yeah,
and
the
just the
supporting
whole
cast
overall
failed
concept
it.
of how we just do things in Nigeria. We just think it through to the last detail, and it's just something that you have to be very, very careful of. Especially if you have as a young guy, as a young person right now in Nigeria, if you have the ambition of being like a global earner, bro, attention to detail is a skill on its own. Like it's sometimes people like attention to skill to detail is a skill on its own and a very important one, especially if you want to play on that global stage. And look at what is happening with young Nigerians now, not like in majority, like where you see people graduating from Unilag and getting opportunities abroad immediately and stuff like that. Being able to play on that space means that you should be able to think at that level where you are thinking it through to the last detail. And that's just what Osage has been talking about.
Just to give you a clear example of what, in case you guys don't know what we're talking about, there was a stampede in Ibadan last year where children lost their lives because somebody wanted to
Yeah.
give out free food.
There are real life
Nobody has,
consequences for these things.
nobody
For
has been
real. Yeah.
persecuted for that.
For
As a matter
that.
of fact, the organizers were let out based off the fact that one person was married to one person that is influential
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that. So you might think it's a joke. In Nigeria, we don't see this thing because it's a cultural problem. Like, God forbid, it can never happen. Not in my own event.
It's
It's not
not
on
go
Hilda
for
Baci.
it.
Yes, now it's not on
Yeah.
Hilda Baci. It's actually on the people she hired to do
On the
this. At the end,
supporting cast. Yeah. True.
I'm sure Eco Hotel did not give her that place for free. They should have thought
Exactly.
of. They should have thought
And
of
a
this
co-author should have
happening.
thought of how to do exactly.
Yes, at the end of the day. So how about when the food is done, how do we process it? And again, the unemployment issue in Lagos, I won't say Nigeria, in Lagos is alarming, right? For a huge number of people to come out that day shows that a lot of people don't have jobs.
Was that a weekend?
It was a Friday. It started on Friday now.
It was a Friday. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the first thing that popped up in my mind. Thank you for mentioning that, Ayo. Was that there shouldn't be so many people free enough to attend in the perspective of young people, an unnecessary event to the point where
No.
it's become fanfare. And the only reason it's fanfare is because people are attending. Something like that, you can cook, bro. Like I just mentioned, right? People do big feats of for the Guinness Book of World Record almost every day, right? Or at least every week or whatever. And you don't see a large crowd gathering there. So they've turned this thing into a fanfare. And I mean, from
That,
Hilda's part, is brilliant because she's turned it into a marketing ploy and she's made
it
money
was a
off it,
concert. I saw
right?
hype people. Hype people were there. Hype men were there. Now. Celebrities.
But you have so many people, and it just goes to show, right?
I
Similar
don't
to
think
when you have an
it's
Afrobeat star driving around, and then you have hundreds of people running after
That's
the
the
cars.
ugly. That's the ugliest version of
We
what the scenario is. Yeah.
Yes, we don't just have work for young people, and I
I,
hope
but
with the amount, sorry, Steve, with the amount of people we have, young people we have, we just need factories. That's all we
It's
need.
factories,
We just need factories hiring people. I'm telling you,
bro.
we need
Factories.
industrial estates. That's what we need.
Thank you. I
Industrial
just want to say
estates.
that industrial estates that will take these people
Take
out
your
of
safety
Lagos
boots, take
and
your
just be going
ESD gloves,
and
go
work
to the factory and work and get paid.
at
In
the end of
fact,
the
what we
week.
need in Nigeria to even encourage this is weekly payouts.
Yes, every Friday you get paid. Go
You
to the
get
factory
paid
and work.
every Friday. You get
Ali
paid.
pay.
Yeah, hourly pay. I'm telling you. There are too
The
many
thing is
young
about
people that
believe
that don't have work, and we're
I
trying to
believe that
squeeze all ourselves into where we're trying to squeeze all ourselves in the same spaces. Oh, I want to work as a bank teller. Oh, I want to work. Oh, let me go and study digital. No, no.
Content creation.
Do you understand what I'm saying? We need factories producing everything. Think about everything we're producing, from agricultural products to medical supply products to whatever. We just need people working, and guess what? People are ready to work. But
Yes,
how
man.
can we build these industrial estates without power? Steve, you have a
We are back
counter.
again. We are back
no,
again.
I think my counter is that I think this will happen anywhere in the world. Like we've seen Kai Cenat organize something and New York City shut down. Like once something like 2025, the internet culture is driven by celebrity. Like it has
Can I
even
respond to
entered
that, please?
politics.
I
Please,
have
Can I
another
respond to
have to
response.
that?
respond.
Yeah.
Can I respond
Yeah,
to that? And I'm going
yeah.
to respond to that by just Googling the GDP per capita of America.
No, you see, I'm not even going
They
there,
have
Steve.
okay. I should say that they have money.
All right, the GDP per capita in America is 85,000 American US dollars.
Yes.
85,000. What is the GDP per capita of Nigeria? Let's see. It is 806 US American US dollars.
So because we
Okay.
poor, we
Basically,
no go
it's
chop rice.
10%. It's 10%.
Also,
If I'm not mistaken. Not even
also,
10%, it's 1%.
you see,
It's
1%.
1%. The GDP per capita is 1%.
Compared to
Are
the
you
United States.
are you do you know what the GDP per capita is in Ghana?
No,
Ghana,
never go Ghana.
2,400. But you know who we're playing with? Our sister. We're playing with our sister Niger, 722.
So because we poor, make we no go chop rice. Now it's you they talk there.
Also, Steve,
Yeah.
when you
Yeah?
see Kai Cenat or Speed, when they are doing stuff in America, look at the average age range of the people coming out. Bro,
But
I am
true.
seeing
Very,
men.
very young.
I dey see
True.
men and women.
That's a good counter. That's a good counter. That's a
Oh,
good
The
counter.
GDP per capita was not a good counter.
So that was it was
No,
too technical.
that one did
That's a
too, but
technical.
this one makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
bosses
driven
of
by
30
young
years old,
people.
40-year-old chasing after Burna Boy's car. Or
Yeah,
you
no,
You
it's
must be
true.
out of your goddamn mind to leave your house to head off to somewhere because the person is cooking a big pot of jollof rice, and then you hope to receive the jollof rice. Look at that guy receiving the jollof rice in his hand. Someone said, I don't know if he's surprised or the jollof rice is hot and it's burning his hands.
That guy can't have a job.
Because
That
the
has
guy
a
was
job.
crying as he was receiving it. It's like he was one of the Israelites receiving manna.
Yes, that is one man.
Yeah. But it was
Yo,
a Friday evening, so people had closed for work.
Bro, there was from Friday morning, Steve. People were pulling up Friday morning.
you guys say people are close from work.
Hmm.
Which work? I beg.
I think sometimes like I want to question like what fascinates people, but I just leave it to. It's not everything I will just be thinking deeply about. You know, it's just I see this is things
No,
like this, and I
Nigerians-
just move on right now
Nigerians
because
are a strange bunch.
I'm telling you.
You know the strangest thing about Nigerians that still fascinates me? How, as an adult, you leave your house and you're walking. You go outside and you want to walk. Maybe you're going somewhere. You stop in front of a VCD shop and all of a sudden you're watching a film that the VCD man is playing. And you see like 70 people in front of this place and they've been
Bro,
watching
that
the
happened. Bro, the one I saw, even last year was these guys that push truck that sell like CDs
film. Yeah,
and they have a small screen.
yeah.
Bro, you see grown men standing for like I would say 20-30 minutes watching wrestling. And I'm like, what did they happen?
Yeah, for that wrestling one, people take
that
it
wrestling
seriously
one,
in
people will
Nigeria.
stand, they watch them.
They will stand, they watch out.
It's
I
crazy.
know how to tie it back. It's very simple. It's two things.
What?
One, access. They don't have internet to watch these things.
Yeah, to watch these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number two, they don't have power to watch it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's just
So that
just
form of
internet.
entertainment
That's it.
is rare for them. So when they see it, they just have to
It's still
consume it, whoever.
it's still a form of lack that's driving that behavior.
Yeah.
That's all.
It makes sense. Yeah. It makes
Because if you can sit at home and watch wrestling,
You won't
You're
stand.
not.
You won't stand at the junction where
I
a
watch
car can
Undertaker.
mistakenly skid off way off the road and hit you.
You understand? You don't
I
get
agree.
them. Let's start the show, man. Let's
Understand.
start the show. Are you guys ready, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're ready.
we're
We're
ready.
good.
We're ready. We're ready.
Let's start what we have come into the room to do.
Is a reality that capitalism rests upon a foundation of African slavery. Africans were first capital. And in order for this to occur, it was absolutely necessary to keep African people divided so that we could not resist this horrible incursion on Africa that continues up to now.
Ole, Ajibole. Politicians acting like a shill mole. They used to be with the people, but now they switch lanes. Next level, the new scab. I thought we no see change. Word up. Too many people founded a church, pray for the country to work. Bad luck. What is faith without work when the people are losing vision and focus? They need eye drop. Again, leaders losing priority. If you criticize, they'll label you a minority. Majority of our society hates sobriety. It's no surprise my country is now an enterprise. 100 on the checkout. We don't have a choice or a voice like Daniel Kaluuya in the movie Get Out. It's crazy. President says the youth is lazy. That nigga needs to ghost Patrick Swayze. There she. There she. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die now. There she. So what up? There she. There she. Lugs. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die.
For me, this rap shit is real. I represent the block for real. Niggas want strange, putting mad dirt on your name. Niggas all them can't even stick to their lane. Son, I loaded 16, aim straight to your brain. I'm a gangster, a rebel to the system, chick. I got this shit you can bump in your system, chick. Recognize logic, so we rule this tube. Don't let them twist your mind up like the Rubik's Cube. Fuck sauce, almost show no love for them. Shot my man Danny Boy, shed his blood for them. Rest in peace, son, I live for your family, son. Left for these niggas, wanna have your family gone. All day shit, I'm uncrushable. Like the sun in the sky, I'm untouchable. Fuck the government for making my people to bleed. Politicians stealing money for nothing but greed. I show creed.
There she. There she. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die now. There she. There she. There she. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die now. There she.
Whatever happened to peace and unity? Farmers abandoned their farm for lack of insecurity. Thousands dying over beef. How much is a coward? Nomadic cowards, busting shots, spinning us backwards. Progressing backwards. I swear sometimes I lack words to express the pain I feel for this mad world we're living in. No justice for the innocent. Killing not just the men, but the women and the children. There's a war going on outside. Live genocide killed the real Lion Kings, took away their pride. Anticipating the Third World War. When somewhere in Africa there's a Third World War.
There she. There she. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die now. There she. There she. There she. You welcome to the real life film where the boys know they die now. There she. $1 billion inside your pocket because you got power. Showing your nonsense. $1 million inside your pocket. Stealing the future, stealing the future, stealing our future.
We are one Africa, one nation, and we must have closer union. But in order for that to happen, it has to be a revolutionary union. African revolution, 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 revolution.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.
Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, Loose Talk. Yes, yo. Round of applause for everybody listening. Drop a bomb for everybody listening. You guys just listened to EXO, the exceptional one. Audacious is the name of the record, and it features Logs, the OG himself, Terry the Rap Man, and Omali Yeshitela. This song is taken off the album The Wake, was released in 2019. This is adult contemporary hip hop. You guys will love the album. Shout out to EXO again. Round of applause for EXO. If you don't know who EXO is, one of Nigeria's veteran producers. Let me just say he produced Womberry. You guys remember Womberry, right?
Yeah.
Produced a lot of tracks, man. Produced tracks for hip hop producer, man. Right now, I think he works at one of the radio stations in Lagos, I believe. Last time we talked. Oh yeah,
he
he's
does.
still there.
Yeah, he's still there, I believe. Yeah.
Shout out to EXO again. Yes, my name is Osagi Alonge as usual. Never not changed my name yet. No name change for now. And I have with me two other people who haven't changed their name yet. Although I cannot confirm if one of them actually is his name or not. The name that he bears. He goes by name Steve Dede for now. We don't know if that was his name before, but that's his name, Steve Dede. No, he's not a Brazilian player. No, he wasn't born in Brazil or South America. I don't know how Dede came as a naming nomenclature in Delta State. Something going on there. Something fishy going on there.
Something very fishy. Yeah.
Something fishy going on there. Anyways, Steve Dede is here with us. Round of applause for him for waking up in the wee hours of the morning to be with us here. And of course, the one and only, infatigable, the culture connoisseur, Mr. Ayomide. A round of applause to you as well. Yes, Ayo.
What's up,
I saw your video on your video mini documentary docu series. You know the docu series you do, the one you did on SWAT roots.
Oh,
shout out to you. That was really good. Round of applause.
A lot of people love that one. A lot of people reached out to me. Like,
yeah, I did.
That is it, man.
For those who don't know, right, Ayo runs a series of docu series on his Instagram page. You know, I don't know why he doesn't put it on Twitter all the time. I don't know.
He does now. Okay, but he did.
Why don't you put it up on Twitter? Why don't you put it
as a place to disperse that kind of information?
I know why, right? Because people can just sit on it and create their own narratives and start bullshitting it, right?
Yeah. The last video I put on Twitter,
care. You can't care about these things, Ayo.
That's true, sir. The last video I
just put it and go.
Yeah, it's true, sir. The last video I put on Twitter, I just muted the conversation and I went.
People were fighting over. What were they fighting over?
It's not over this thing, but I already anticipate what they're going to say or what they're going to see. Or somebody.
Which video was that?
The one about Odumodu's if you like gym. So I did a video just saying that Odumodu has a new set of viral bars, but I know that it's rap, and rap just tends to bring out the worst of people on Twitter. So I just muted the conversation. I don't even know the numbers of that video on my Twitter. I'm just like, bro, it's cool. It's cool.
I mean, see, put your video everywhere. You can't care about what the audience thinks. To be honest, you can't. Not in 2025. Maybe back then, but not in 2025.
Exactly.
You understand? The best thing you do, which is the healthy thing I do, which is really good, it's therapeutic for me. I just block people.
Oh, I did all the time. Block party all the time.
Yeah. You only have one shot at me, just one, and then I just block and move on.
As a matter of fact, if I see you, maybe somebody retweeted your tweet, and I know that this guy looks like a problematic person. I already block. Preemptive blocking already.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I mute a lot of accounts too. Like, everybody now. I don't know if you noticed in the last, let's say in the last 24 months, there's been a rise of young people using fan accounts. Like you just see Chelsea underscore APB, and then there's some that are qualitative. So they are in three sets. There's like proper troll, like troll football and United Trade. But it's fun. It's fun trolling, right?
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, and he trolls himself. He has fun at, they have a go at themselves as well. There are some that are, the others are like high level conversation, like devil in the details. The one I always share in the group all the time.
Yeah.
He's a proper Man United fan, but very centrist. You understand? When things are not working well, he explains, he gives context. I follow those kind of people. Then there's the third one, is just full troll and bants. You understand? Like they can troll Gyökeres for scoring only one goal in the game yesterday. Doesn't make sense. You understand? Like funny things like that. So those ones I just block because I don't want them on my timeline. But there's been a surge of those accounts on the platform. And it's platforms like the United Trade that made sort of like inspired them to create their own account. So I just block all those ones, because I want to be on Twitter and engage. Again, just curate your timeline properly.
Yeah, curation.
Yeah, but please, my brother, post everything. The SWAT will post it. I saw a lot of people gave you good feedback. I saw the
yes.
feedback as well. I enjoyed watching the video as well. I think it was great. I saw Mode9's feedback. In true Mode9 fashion, we'll never tell you thank you, but we'll find
No, he
something.
did. He did.
He did. He sent
He
you a
came in
DM.
He sent me a DM.
Why didn't he do it publicly?
I think he liked the video.
No, what he did publicly was go into minute details and correct something. The an acronym SWAT root was what you said was
And I
a
even
bit
think-
wrong, right?
Yeah.
And then he just went there, corrected you, and mentioned Solo D and moved on. So why can't he say, "Hey man, this is really great. The story." Do you understand what I'm saying? Why couldn't he do that? Why did he have to come and tell you? Did you create the video and send it to him in private?
No.
So even if he sent you a DM, doesn't he understand that the power of that there's power behind his voice, and that validating such video in publicly also helps the content creator?
Well, you know Mode9. You know me today with no Mode. So I also said that like, yo, it's calm. Don't worry, his moves with. And he sent me a DM and we replied. He talked a bit and I was like, cool.
Yeah, shout out to Modo though. Shout out to Mod.
Yeah.
The GOAT. Yeah. Where are we, guys? So yeah. So what? Give us tell us what are you doing next?
So the video already lets you know what I'm doing next. I'm doing Chalk Boys next.
Yes, you put it at the end of the video. Yes, Chalk
Yes.
Boys.
Yes.
Please
And after
just
Chalk
mention
Boys-
in the Chalk Boys video. I just want something for you to mention in Chalk Boy video that they did us a disservice by not putting together, not releasing an album. Like SWAT Roots, you can tell SWAT Roots were not a group; they were a collective.
But they do have an album. Funny enough, if you actually check,
The one that
DSP's
they didn't.
They
Yes,
didn't co-release,
it's there.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's actually
Thank
out.
you.
It's actually
It's
out.
there. I've
Yeah.
even listened. See, me, I'm even losing my own memory. Thank you. I've even listened to it. Great. They gave us like a compilation. Some of them had featured each other, etc, right?
Yeah,
Shout out to Solo
yeah.
D again. Chalk Boys, come on. At the peak, that 2010, 2011, when Ice Prince dropped the album, just before Brimo dropped. Come on, man.
That window was so important, man. Especially that window of somebody and nobody test me. What's the title of
Nobody
that
test
record?
me. Yes.
Nobody
20
test me. That's
2010,
that
11,
that ish.
Ole Cool had dropped everything.
They were the coolest thing on earth. Like they were so cool. Too cool, man.
They had
Bro, I can
Brimo
never
already.
forget-
They had
I can never
Brimo already,
forget-
so they were good to go.
I can never forget the feeling I had like when I listened to Ice Prince's verse on Rugged Man's record. Who remembers that record?
Yes.
Ice Prince had a verse on a Rugged Man record. Something about selling, going platinum without an album. I'm like, who's this guy? Like, come on, man. Like, Ice Prince at the time was just undefeatable. I can't, and they didn't capitalize on that and give us an album, So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a record!
And that
what a
video,
record.
the video of the Chalk Boys is going to lead to another. It's going to lead to another group again, another collective.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's going to lead to another collective again.
Yes.
You want to tell us who that is?
So if I did Tribesmen in Lagos, I did SWAT Roots up north,
SWAT
I
Roots.
did Chalk Boys J Town to Lagos. Obviously, you know where I'm heading to right now.
You are going to the east.
Enugu.
Thank you very much. Enugu, thoroughbreds in the building.
Nice one. All right.
I'm from
Since
Thoroughbreds, you
Enugu,
know,
straight up.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Since I said Ice Prince, since Steve mentioned this record, we now have to play it. Steve,
We have to.
we now have to play it.
So sick.
Yeah.
You're never ready.
Straight up.
Rocket Man. You know what it is, right?
That's me.
Shark Boy Ice Prince.
In a building.
She said she would feel my swagger. She know like you.
Yes, sir.
She said she would
Like a coat to red shades.
She said she would feel my swagger.
Rugged swagger. Laced with some Ice Prince. She say she didn't feel my swagger like a brother with his stagger cause he drunk, which is an open invitation to the junk in the trunk, cause she know that crazy feeling I'm dealing when it comes to me getting down for some real sexual healing. But her boyfriend they para cause he know say I be fatter. When it comes to chicks matter, there be nobody bother. Why they look chick, why they stress vex, they form like say you gon' know if you be next. See, hey, on my hit list that's longer than a nine. See the way they roll up, all in a single file. Let's go. Me not the mechanic, now me be the organizer. Now me the overhauler, now me be the organizer. No noise, we dope boys, beef was random. While we chilling in a Rolls Royce Phantom. See haters, my paper greater. Gave me an inch and I took a fucking acre.
She said she the feel my swagger. She don't like yours. So happy out. She said she tell me swagger. We all up in the bedroom. She said she the feel my swagger. She don't like yours. She said she feel my swagger.
She says she wants to see that thing where they come up my peas. You're on a long thing. Nah, I'm the same ice. I am really feeling your peas. You were up to something. One thing led to another thing. Bada boom, bada bang. Now we just ordering. Next thing covering. Then she starts stuttering. My hand guttering. Now we in the room and I'm thinking about slaughtering. OMG, shorty qualified. We on the rock kryptonite and we solidified. Bro flow so we making snow blow. Hennessy ice will mix a little novo. No be my mind. Shorty flight die. She said I'm out of this world. I'm so sci-fi. Even when I lie, she said he's my guy. Cause her friends feeling the way I do guy.
She said she the feel my swagger.
Shout out. That's a record.
That's a record.
That was a record.
So Ice Prince.
Yeah, that was a record.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't make records like this anymore.
At all, bro. Like,
you know, one thing, just listen to this record. I miss Rugged Man rapping.
Yeah, Rugged was
just rapping in pidgin. You know, see, that's the funny thing, right? When they classify like Rugged Man, you just think like, oh, Rugged Man, OG. Rugged Man was rapping in pidgin half of the time.
Bro, the rap is one of my favorite rap. Like, because it's what's is
very down to earth and relatable.
Indicates like the country that we're in, the lingo that we use, our everyday language. I love pidgin rap, you know.
And that's why Rugged Man's second album is one of my favorite rap albums. The album, what's the name of the album now? Sorry?
Rugged Baba is
Rugged Baba, thank you. Rugged
Baba.
It's one of my favorite rap albums. I enjoy listening to the album because Rugged Man is so relatable. Just rap. So I was just flowing on this beat.
You know the voice about Rugged Man is that song he did with Nice. What's the name of that song? That very
Rugged Baba.
Yeah, Rugged Baba. This guy was advocating for indigenous rappers, and this man was rapping in pidgin English.
No, pidgin can also be termed indigenous in that context because it's our language.
I'm just saying like, the way he really felt for those kind of rappers, the way he really
exactly. And looking at where hip hop is, Rugged Man won. He won that debate, I would say. You know,
of course, clearly. I wrote an apology as an article to him. Yeah, he won it because he said it. He said if you do not put it there, it's not going to work. What do we have today?
Bro, wait for my
indigenous
series on the 2010s era when I talk about Olamide Fino, Reminisce, Elblis, those guys.
Oh man,
the two most, you know, the two most important years in hip hop in Nigeria.
Which one?
The two most. There's another year. But the two most important years, 2010 and 2014. 2014
was very important.
Local rappers.
No, that's a statement record now. That was a statement record, like, bro.
2014 is when the whole thing shifted. It shifted.
It left their hand. It leave their hand. Come out.
Olamide said, I'm sitting on the throne.
That's true.
Do you know what it means?
Bro, Fino had the t-shirt, the word Alubam, and people were going crazy in this
Everybody was getting it.
I don't think Fino knows what his legacy and importance
how important he was,
I don't think he knows. I don't think he really knows.
Yeah. He's very casual with it. He's very casual about it. Yeah.
So you guys stay tuned to Ayo's video series, docu-series. Just stay tuned. Turn on the notification alert on his posts. Is somebody, if you're interested in culture, and I would like to see more stuff in other areas, not just music, please.
Oh, we are doing movies.
Thank you.
I'm putting on movies. Like
do something about Amaka Igwe. Do you understand? Just some things that really shook something.
Bro,
and you know your specialties. Thank you. Ayo is somebody we should be listening to. Another person we should be listening to is also Pastor Bolaji Do. We need to listen to him, and he was present at the Hilda Baci pot of jollof rice cookathon or whatever you want to call it. And I think his comments something important we should very important
Let's
that we
go.
should hear. So let's hear
If you
him
are
speak.
trolling, you go
Hilda
pay
is the
me.
member.
If you dey
How,
troll,
how does this make you feel that she's embarking on another record-breaking attempt?
You know, what I feel is that she's demonstrating the values of Christ, because I can do all things through Christ, and all things are possible. So I love her story, because Hilda reminds me that despite your background, despite your pain, despite your trauma, despite your limitations, that you can actually do the impossible if you only believe. Hilda's story is a story that inspires women all across the world, that if you believe in your heart and you put yourself to it, and with God on your side, you can do all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just wanted, because she's a member of his church.
Oh yes,
She's a member of his church.
His
Yeah.
church is actually very popular among the.
what's the name of his church again?
I have no idea.
I mean,
Let
I
me
don't
check.
know, too. If it's
Let me
not the
check.
big
Pastor-
three, bro, if it's not the big
Pastor-
three, I
yeah,
don't know.
if
Who
it's
is the
the-
pastor of Harvesters?
I think it's this guy. Let me see. Pastor Bolaji Do is the lead pastor of Harvesters International Christian Church, HICC, in Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah, no, it's Harvesters. Yeah.
No, okay.
It might not
Yeah,
be the
so
big
yeah,
three,
that
I
was
know your
him.
church, oh.
That was him.
What does it mean by despite her background? I don't understand. Well, let me not stop
Anyways,
thinking. Let me not.
It is
let me
called
stop
pastor.
dipping it.
It is called pastor disciple privilege. You don't know what I don't talk about.
Okay.
counseling. Yeah.
Okay. It's true.
Mhm.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay, so we've cleared that out of the way.
Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, shout out to everybody. Are you guys ready to complain about Nigeria? I have a couple of things to do to complain
Yeah,
about
let's go.
Nigeria, by the way.
What else again do we do?
What's going on?
So what else
Where should we
again?
start? Should we start with Nepal? Let's start with some global stories. Let's start with
Let's
what's
start with
happening in Nepal.
Nepal in the building.
Let's start. Nepal has voted for a new president via Discord. Bro, we are in the
Not even on
That
Zoom.
is. I don't understand. The product managers at Discord last week. I don't understand. Like, what would be there?
Bro, they don't blow. They should just give them promotion right now, wherever they are.
Oh
my god! Like PMs at Discord right now
you
are
have to.
just
You
like
have to give us another product book entirely now. They have to write.
yeah.
Write it and
No, the
include
user story is not there. I as a user. What's that template? I as a user want to vote for my president. User story don't change.
You don't
Oh
change
my
them.
god. Anyways, let's read this from a news platform called the Volkskrant. Nepal has new interim prime minister. Gen Z protesters elected 73-year-old Shushila Kaki via chat service Discord. For you guys that don't know Discord, how will I describe Discord for you old people now? Discord is just an advanced version of WhatsApp. Let me just put it like that. Discord is an advanced version of WhatsApp. Okay, so basically it's an instant messaging platform. You understand? It also has voice over internet protocol, VoIP, so you can make calls over it as well. You can have large gatherings on it. It's just an advanced version of WhatsApp. Let me put it like that, right? But it's broken down in so many ways where you can, based on how there are a lot of authentication, authorization, and what's the last one? What's the last E? Authentication, authorization, and access.
Yeah,
It's built on
accessibility.
those three things, right? So you can build it in a way where some users don't have access to a certain section of your group. So you know how you have like a WhatsApp group, you can then have like your own Discord channel, and then in your Discord channel there are like subgroups, and then some have access to some certain levels. It depends on the level you give them, and then they have privileges with those levels, etc. So it's a very advanced version of WhatsApp for those who don't know what Discord is. But again, instant messaging, text, media, calls, video calls, everything is done through there. A lot of people in the tech space use it. So if you're building like communities, you use it. If you have like podcasts where you want to build a community through, you also use Discord.
We have a Discord channel, don't we?
Yes, we have a Discord channel as well.
No,
We're going to
using
launch
it.
it. No, we've not started using it as well. What else do you use Discord for? It's very popular amongst like the Web3 communities.
Very well.
because with Web3s, so usually you use Discord alongside a community you're building, and then you want those communities to have certain privileges, authentication, or access, and then you build your community conversations through Discord. So this is where Gen Z protesters elected a 73-year-old former Chief Justice of the Nepalese Supreme Court to be their new Prime Minister. That's it, basically. Of course, this followed, or this was preceded by, I believe, a week long of events, series of events,
Yes,
highlighted by all the
protests.
protests, where the Nepalese Prime Minister resigned after 19 protesters were killed by police violence the day before.
Yes.
Ministers and opposition figures also resigned when angry crowds stormed their homes and parliament building. The Nepalese army has been in de facto control of the country ever since. All right, they say the
Yes.
Gen Z protesters sparked when the Nepalese government imposed a social media blackout last Friday. It
Yep.
was the straw that broke the camel's back for the protesters. Young Nepalese had been protesting online for several days against the privileged status of parliamentarians' children, calling them fake babies. The action was inspired by the recent protest in Indonesia. There is also widespread discontent over the country's corruption and political instability. Nepal, a country of 30 million people, that's a lot, has had 13 different governments since abolishing its monarchy in 2008. Okay? Now, Sushila Kaki's appointment as interim prime minister followed days of talks between Nepalese president, the military leadership, and the representatives of the protesters. So deciding who to consult was not straightforward. Yada yada yada. Kaki, the new prime minister, who happens to be female, she happens to be a woman, by the way, is 73 years old. Now, immediately after her appointment, she dissolved the Nepalese parliament. The president of Nepal then announced that the new elections will be held on March 5, 2026. She's considered loyal in Nepal, long-time advocate for well-functioning democracy, blah, blah, blah. All right, so that is what has been going down in Nepal, and it's become of course, something as big as this became a global conversation. And not so long after this, my fellow conspiracy theorists popped up. Yeah. And I've then been watching a lot of videos and reading articles and just statements on social media by people saying that this whole thing has been orchestrated by
the West,
by foreign powers. Yeah, by foreign powers. One thing I do want to mention, because I'm not a global analyst, I'm just a consumer like you guys listening. But one thing I did notice was the word Gen Z was used quite a lot in the communication.
I found it very nauseating. Like, is this the first time young people are protesting in the history of mankind? So what is all this Gen Z that are putting up and down? But I guess that was the trigger point for most of the media houses anyway. So, but that was the selling point.
It became, at some point, it looked as if, someone created that narrative and everybody was just driving with it, right? Average age in Nepal is 24.4 years, right? So 24 and a half years. That's the average age.
Yeah.
Okay. Still,
But again, we have to ask, has there been any protests in the history of Nepal? So maybe this is like the first major uprising, so they need to brand it around Gen Zs. But
actually, the median age is 27.9 years. 2024 estimates. Why you were saying?
Yeah, I'm like, I want to know if there have been any protests in the history of Nepal, because they're making it seem as if this is the first, protest or uprising, and it's this generation that finally spoken up.
To support that conspiracy theory, I think the only thing that stood out for me was just the use of the language, of the use of English language in the banners that I was seeing, the placards and stuff like that. English is not like the top 5 language in Nepal. So how come it was what I was seeing in the media, like in terms of like the English written on placards and billboards and banners? That's the only thing that stood out for me. Do you understand? Like, I'm like, this is really, really suspicious. And that's how far I can go with the whole conspiracy theory,
But was it the right protest? Like, were there reasonable grounds for these young people
Of
to
course,
protest?
there was a reasonable ground. The poverty was just too much, and
I mean, something breaks the camel's back at the end of the day,
exactly.
and
There has to be a trigger.
it can be as simple as blocking social media because we found out that
Thank
all your
you.
children are trust fund babies,
Balling.
or
Exactly.
it can be pouring oil on your body and lighting yourself on fire.
Yeah,
Which started the
there
Arab
has to
Spring.
be a trigger. There's nothing that if there's no trigger, nothing will happen. No
Yeah.
matter how deceitful and how manipulative the influencers are, if there's nothing triggering the populace,
Yeah.
nothing will happen. Okay.
Because it's spread
Yeah.
like wildfire. I saw pictures or videos of the supposed minister of economy being mishandled on the street as if he was Muammar Gaddafi in
They
Libya.
fucked some people off.
Like no, it wasn't one of those. Oh, there's like civil unrest, but people aren't being attacked. This one was we are going into their houses. People were taking
they pulled up.
videos,
Yeah.
posting videos when they visited people's houses. I think it was the finance minister's wife. She's handicapped, and I think he like
She's on a
abandoned
wheelchair.
house. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they helped her out. It was crazy the kind of things I was seeing. It was like that Libya level of, civil
Anarchy.
unrest.
Chaos.
Yeah, anarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
word.
I agree.
So you start to see things like that, but you then start to look at the orchestration of everything and how smooth and it just looked a bit engineered. Maybe
Yeah,
we're just a
because
bit
skeptical over
jaded
here.
by how we're skeptical about how things run, right? Then you start to say,
Yeah.
okay, Nepal also is in between China and India.
Two bad boys. of
It's a
Asia.
very there's a lot of because they said the monarchy was really like very, very, very well embedded with like the Chinese governments, like in terms of partnership, and maybe the West didn't like that. Like I don't know, like there are so many conspiracies.
Asia's political and geographic.
It's very complex.
It's very complex. You find out that
Very
Japan
complex.
and China hate each other, and you start reading centuries of documents, and you're like, bro, it can't be this.
That,
I want to say
it's
is
funny
that-
that you mentioned it because that's what has consumed my reading all through last week, like the Singapore and China dynamic. Yeah.
Shout out to you because those things are very common. One more. That's in our university course. So.
I had an
want to say two
epiphany. I'll
things.
talk about it later. That led me
Okay.
to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Good. I want to say two things. First is just this whole Nepal thing, right? And how something sparks something, right? Look at it in Nigeria and you look at like NSAS and people being shot at the toll gate. And I was thinking, shouldn't this have been the spark?
There was a spark
I say,
before
yeah,
that spark.
and
Which
You
led
get
to
what I
the
mean? Shouldn't that based on how because
No, it shouldn't.
NSAS was running for like close to 2 weeks, right? This
Yeah,
was
2
week 2 or
weeks.
week 3, right?
We're entering.
Yeah.
We're in
Then
week
people
2,
get
heading to
shot
3.
at a toll gate. The thing is broadcasted live. There's footage, and then everybody just like
Osage, you forgot
Like,
to
chilled.
you
And
mentioned this.
you know why? You know why I want to mention this thing? I mentioned it in a way where, okay, the people who were shot in Lagos were scared. Remember, at this point, NSAS was happening in almost every state in the country.
apart
How
from
come
others.
that
Apart
thing?
from northern
Okay,
states.
if that thing happened in Lagos, how come everybody in every other state just shut down?
should I?
It leads me to believe that
Uh-huh.
it was them being socially engineered and it was not truly a protest. I'm not saying, please, before you cut the 10 seconds clip up, I am not saying that people did not genuinely protest. I believe that was happening concurrently. But I think after people being shut down, I would believe this would even infuriate people more.
No.
Especially if
No,
you were not even in Lagos.
You are saying this just because you saw the Nepal revolution kind of like being successful.
No.
I think no, it's just Nigeria is very different. I want to make you understand like that. I want to ask you which government was the enemy, was the target during NSAS? There wasn't. We didn't have like a central enemy during NSAS. Unlike the Nepal had like this monarchy that they were targeting. In Nigeria, our government structure is different. Bro, we had governors joining the NSAS protest in other states.
Didn't
You see how mad?
Didn't our own bring out started taking pictures.
Like
Started
you
doing-
had governors
strategy.
joining the NSAS protest. So there was not like a central enemy. The central like enemy in our protest. There was, it's unlike the Nepal, they were just going after that like that monarchy.
It
and we
was
went
it was a
after it, and
protest
just
against police brutality.
exactly.
Okay, a protest
Protest
against
brutality.
against police brutality, right? Then law enforcement, well, not in law enforcement in this case, the army, right? Then shoot people, and after they've shot people, everything kind of just shuts down.
That's
My
another
point is, everything was
another
peaking.
difference.
I remember when them Flavor I remember Flavor leading what was going on in the southeast. I think they did a whole
Anambra.
walk from Anambra to Enugu or
Makuzi
something.
to-
Yeah, it was huge. So this then happens in Lagos. Then everybody just says, okay, that's it.
Let's go home.
Do you get what I'm saying? All the
Yeah.
tensions that were happening in other states, what happened?
Oh,
How
maybe.
did this stop everything?
Sage, that's so
I'm just
many
thinking
reasons.
about it in retrospect now.
We have
I have one of the reasons, Sha, but if I say it, now, everybody's going to say, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Never
blah.
forget that we have something called a civil war fatigue in Nigeria. That something reminds us of, oh, this might
Excuse me,
Let's
everybody
chill.
that was protesting, I would say 90% of people that are protesting, right, did not experience the civil war.
Were the people who can influence you to it. Like that, we have like influencers. Like, for example, like during the protest, my mom was calling me every day. You know, as I always Steve, be careful or stuff like
How
that.
old
We
is
still
she?
have
Keep going.
we still have like different influences that can really kind of like direct our actions and the way we think about like a revolution like that.
So Ore was not even born by the time the civil war ended.
Don't also forget the ethnic and the ethnic.
you understand what I'm
Don't
trying to
also
say?
forget the
Forget
ethnic
the
angle,
ethnic
the tribal,
yeah.
the tribal angle in,
Bro,
in the
NSAS was
Nigerian
not popping in
context.
the north, though.
It was for them. They interpreted it as a ploy to take out their own president, which was Buhari.
Yes.
Buhari even said it that they said they want to take him out. That's how Buhari interpreted that
Yes,
protest.
it was an uprising.
And that's why
yeah.
he sent the military to Lagos.
Also-
So there's, and also remember, sorry, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Our security framework is way stronger than that of Nepal. Like in our
More brutal.
military,
It's more brutal.
more brutal. You know, so there's so many things that you think about and say, oh, we won't have, and also to be very honest, their economic realities are different. Nepal, the rural poverty, like poverty has really spread, like in a way where it affects everybody. Nigerians are poor, but we still have this oil rich. I don't know how to put it. This reality where there's a patronage system where you can buy loyalty. And by buying loyalty, that means it's certain, like people are feeding on crumbs and they're kind of like satisfied with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a patronage system where people make money and they just give you the crumbs, and that crumbs keeps everybody in line and in check. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like there's so many, bro. It's complex, man.
See,
Nigeria is complex. Yeah.
First of all, Nigeria is very complex. We have ethnic boundaries and religious issues. Apart from that, let us know that NSAS was not the huge uprising that we think it was. Bro, if you count everybody that went for protests in Nigeria and even abroad, it no reach 1 million in a country of 200 million. Let us know that it was just a protest.
It was a young urban,
highly urban. Because boys in Mushin who are looking for their food, no, they are not going to come and protest with you. Let's not forget that it was not the great Nigerian uprising that we see as like, oh yes, this is it. So
just had good branding.
When that happened, some people were basically saying, "Shey, we told you people that this will be the end result." Like, yes, we've heard your protest for 1 week. You've closed down, bro. A popular comedian was saying, why were you people closing down Lekki, Togis, where people were passing? They are disturbing everybody. Secondly, uprisings don't work with, oh, they shoot everybody and everybody goes out to protest. No, uprisings have the silliest reasons. The thing that you think will never happen that will make people come out will come out. Look at Arab Spring. Police, they disturb one guy, say, if it's safe for your cat. The guy just poured petrol on himself and set himself on fire. Bro, the whole of North Africa for at least a year went down. It's the silliest things. Even NSAS, how did it start? They saw a video of a guy being chased by SARS in Delta State or something. People thought he actually died. He didn't die. But people started down protest at the end of the day. So it doesn't just happen that way. But for people calling for, oh, we need a Nepal-like protest in Nigeria. Nigeria is way too complex for that. there are differences between Nepal and Nigeria. It's not going to work that way. And also, be careful of revolutions. It doesn't. When people say, "Oh, let's do this," bro, it's not easy as we talk. Say, "Go easy, bro." So yeah,
And be careful of who's behind those revolutions.
you have to be careful. And we're in a country where people rise up, we see louts mingle with us as part of it. Turn it overtly violent. And changes the narrative.
It comes with a lot of discomfort. I don't think it's something Nigeria can live with, to be very honest. Especially when you consider every other thing, every other factor, the tribal factor, the civil war, the history, it comes with a lot of discomfort.
I'm tired of those factors that you're mentioning. I'm very tired of them.
Let me tell you.
It's ingrained. We can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I know.
Bro,
I'm just tired of it.
Imagine you in Lagos, right? And there's a really civil unrest. Imagine how inconveniencing it will be.
No, I know.
Think about it.
I'm not for
Exactly.
it. Like I get it. I'm not. See, guys. Again, this is not a for or against argument. I was just trying to understand.
I know. Yeah.
Why?
I understand.
Yeah, but I saw it on Twitter when people were saying, and I had to go and do some assessments, and it's not easy as people think it's going to be easy, man. Nepal is a small unitary government. They run a parliamentary system, and it's easy for you to raise up people.
It's easy. Yes, now. Where do you start with in Nigeria?
Nigeria is a federal republic. Mobilization is going to be hard across ethnic and regional lines.
Yeah.
Bro, if Wahala starts now in the southwest and say, "Oh, let's rise," people will tell you that it's not our business.
That's why the Gideon Okaku failed now. Because
thank you.
Before the coup was completed, you were already telling us that you were going to expel some states out of Nigeria.
Expel some states out of Nigeria.
And those states were like,
the soldiers were just like, I'm from this state. Are you saying I'm not going to be a Nigerian again? But you want me to help you complete this coup? Would you get out of here? So it's the same thing.
And it's also hard to see. Yeah. You also had to see Nigeria is so complex because if you remember, we'll say NSAS to have some sort of foreign influence.
It did.
Sort of, bro.
Exactly.
Sort of.
Make we not talk. Of course it did.
Of course it did. So, but it is what it is.
There's foreign influence right now on social media conversations around Nigeria.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if for those listening, right, giants, if you don't know, some of the biggest and loudest voices critiquing Nigeria now are funded by foreign influence. Yeah. Some of them, not all of them.
Some of them.
I don't know if you guys don't know it. You can see it's clear that there's a faction that is pro-US, and then there's another faction that is pro-China stroke Russia.
Pro-China stroke Russia. Yes. It is a war. It's a cold war happening in Nigeria. The Cold War.
Yes. Do you understand?
That's why Russia...
And that's the new war. The new war is digital warfare.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why Russia spends a whole lot of money when you hear say, "Oh, there's Russian influence in American elections." They are going... It's cyber terrorism now. Nobody's bringing out 1 million soldiers to go and be fighting somewhere. No.
Especially among themselves, the world power. It has always been like that, though.
Bro,
that's why the Cold War.
After the Second World War, the world powers knew that, look, fighting that way...
It doesn't make sense.
So before they used to use proxy states, so they look at a state and now say, okay, this state is leaning towards communism or it's leaning to capitalism. So they're not going to fight. Something like Afghanistan. Yeah. But they now saw that those wars are now becoming too expensive. On now the social media, there are wars going on. Social media
influence them for revolution. Then you fund it, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
Do you think the reason why Silicon Valley, those big men in Silicon Valley are going to White House is because they like Donald Trump? They like Donald Trump's face.
No,
they like Barack Obama's face.
They have to align with the power.
There are conversations being held that you and I are not privy to at the end of the day.
And that's also the thing that happened with the TikTok ownership thing in America.
Oh yeah, TikTok. Yeah, it's not as if, bro, there's nothing TikTok is doing that basically other apps are not doing. But because who is the owner?
The influence. Who is the owner?
Who is the owner of TikTok? What to do? So
it makes sense.
Yeah, crazy times.
And then once in a while, when there's a protest somewhere, you just see some people print some Russian flags and wave it around.
You know, I was shocked when people were saying that. Why are they arresting them? That they just printed Russian flags.
Why would they arrest them?
Do you know what they are calling for?
Do you know what they are calling
for?
It's crazy. They were Russian flags being waved at that protest in the north.
It's crazy.
Which state was it again? Let me check.
That's crazy. Not just pick up a Russian flag.
Steve,
Do you think the Northerner knows
Just imagine someone from
the
Osage
flag?
State, Jigawa, picking up
from Jigs.
picking
You
up
gotta
a
chill,
Russian
man. You
flag.
gotta chill. You gotta chill on that Jigawa shit, man. Russian flag,
Steve, bro,
North Nigeria protest.
imagine if 10 Americans just are raising Russian flags in America now. Bro, the FBI and CIA are shutting them down. Down. They don't want to know what they happen. What are you talking about?
Bro, 6th of August 2024, the BBC reports Nigerian protesters arrested for waving Russian flag. This is crazy. About 40 people have been arrested in northern Nigeria for waving Russia's national flag during protest against the high cost of living and what they feel is bad governance. Amidst the crackdown, Army Chief Christopher Musa warned that it is a treasonable offense to fly the flags of foreign countries. Nigeria has been 6 days, there have been 6 days of nationwide protests in which at least 7 people have died and more than 700 people have been arrested. Demonstrators have been chanting slogans such as "We are hungry," while a minority have been pictured waving Russian flags and voicing support for Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to local media, some of the protesters have called on Moscow to rescue them. This is crazy.
Bro.
This is crazy.
In case you guys don't understand how...
Because you know that this is clearly funded.
Bro, may I just paint a picture for them? In case you don't know how international geopolitics works, right? So you call for Russia to help Nigeria. Russia invades Nigeria, unfortunately. What do you think America is going to do? Meanwhile, you know that America has naval bases around Nigeria, around Africa. What do you think is now going to happen? See, there's a reason why America and Nigeria are allies. We're open allies. It's not because they like our democracy. They can't see the corruption. You not allow communism to enter West Africa. Bro.
And then how it impacts
230 million
Togo, Benin Republic, Ghana. Nigeria is stable. One Ghana they complain, saying Nigerians they disturb them.
230 million communists, just like that. Bro, that's an American nightmare.
In case you guys don't know, go and study what America did to Cuba, because Cuba was at his backyard and Cuba wanted to embrace communism. No, bro, are you joking?
Do you know what that is? 200. You just wake up one morning and you have 230 million communists on your hands.
And Putin now comes for state of this and all of us should begin help Putin. See how he's going to go mad.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Man.
Yeah. I was checking the power index between military personnel and military strength between Nigeria and Nepal. You know, and you guys are right. Clear. Like if you look at the comparison brief, manpower, air power, land power, naval power, natural resources, financials, logistics, and geography, like Nigeria just dwarfs Nepal.
Bro, it's too
Nepal
much. Yeah.
Nepal now is states in Nigeria. We don't even bother all those, bro.
Well, that's what's been happening in Nepal. You mentioned Jigawa now, Mr. Man.
No, it's called the Jigs. It's the Jigs. The Jigs.
The Jigs. Well, I can tell you something that has been happening in Jigawa.
Shout out to Jigawa.
The Jigawa state government has increased the monthly allowance for non-permanent teachers from 30,000 naira to 40,000 naira.
Let's go.
Let's go. They listen to us. They listen to us.
Let's go. Because the government is like, why is Osagi always shitting on this state, saying that nobody hears anything about Jigawa? Let's increase minimum wage, and he gets to talk about Jigawa. Just look at that.
That's it.
I thought everybody has to pay minimum wage of 70,000. Why is it 40,000 again?
Well, you know what they say. All people are equal, but some people are more equal than others.
Some people are more less than others.
Or less in this case. Oh my God, or less in this case. Yes, I believe we mentioned, just before we go into what's happening in Nigeria, even though we've started, I believe we discussed this billboard story, right? African Rookie of the Year. We did it last week, right?
I saw your tweet too.
I saw your tweet.
Yeah, I just put a tweet out and mentioned billboard for them to explain. And I should have also mentioned how funny it was that the Billboard sidestepped their African editorial team to put out this content.
To put out that thing, yeah.
They dunked on them like, this ain't yours, bruv. But
there's a young man who then quoted my tweets and said, I hate people that don't research, right? Then he put up a screenshot of an article, I believe, by Billboard itself. And the title of the article is How Rapper Young Miko Went from the Tattoo Parlor to Latin's Biggest Music Stars. The Puerto Rican artist is Billboard's Latin Rookie of the Year. And I read it, right? And usually I don't respond to things like this. Usually I don't respond to people that I don't know on social media. So you don't go into a back and forth. It's pointless. You don't know this person. And I wanted to respond to him. I actually wanted to send him a private message, and it was a link to a geography course on YouTube for him to understand differences between continents and regions, and understand that there is no continent of Latin continent.
There's no Latin continent.
Or maybe I will. It was just like a geography 101. It starts with learning what countries and continents are. Maybe, in fact, let me even send it to him now. I think I can DM him. Yeah. Yeah, people are ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyways, Nepal, we wish you guys the best.
Yeah, we hope it comes out nice. Yeah.
I am in favor of the people at the end of the day, and I hope the people benefit from anything that happens in Nepal. But let's go into the talking points today. Where we start? Oh my God! What is this? What is this, Steve? Owambe versus Owambe. What is this?
I'm so proud.
That's what happened in your country now.
I'm so proud. I don't know what that topic is.
Owambe versus Owambe is.
Are you detached?
I was purposely detached. I was saying which one, like, no, this cannot be.
But you've gotten the cross of the gist, have you?
The gist is
the only reason.
Spelling. The only thing I know is spelling. That somebody's
the only reason. The only reason Ayo does not know about this is that he has muted.
He has blocked everybody.
Oh, he has blocked this lady.
I blocked all the outrageous people.
Do you know who Uzo Njoku is?
Yeah, she's a lovely artist, and she has worked with Olamide before. Yeah.
Yeah, she designed the Kai cover art for Olamide's record Wizkid. Yeah, she's fantastic artist. She also became a bit popular in social circles online because she's dating somebody and she's publicly, embraced the person and announced
about relationship.
Yes, and she had a failed relationship before and she documented it online. So she has a new boyfriend. Everybody saying this way you're documenting again. Here, now what for you?
All this backstory, I don't know.
Yeah, but beyond that, she's a fantastic art exhibitionist.
Oh,
she's done several projects, and all of that. So she announced her homecoming exhibition holding in Lagos, right? As I mentioned, she's a Nigerian American. She's going to debut a homecoming exhibition. This is the first one, and it's titled An Owambe Exhibition by Uzo Njoku, right?
Okay.
The exhibition is to take place on November 22 to December 19, holding in Ikoyi. So it gives you that, IJJB stroke.
Bourgeoisie.
Exactly. Suave.
Exactly.
But it's all about Nigeria, the diaspora vibe. You know that vibe, right?
Let me give you that. So Lagos is the next frontier. It's going to be
the diaspora. The new hashtag, the new Lagos.
Yes, the new Lagos.
That's the vibe it gives you, right?
Yeah.
And it's fine because I've partaking in that kind of culture. For me, it's never 100% authentic like that, but I see it from I've worked with some of these artists and I see it from their perspective because they are also not bullshitting. This is their reality.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how they actually see,
Yes. So it's genuine and I'm okay with it. And it's nice. And it's something you can export. I love stuff like this. It's great.
As long as you tell me to send invoice, I'm fine. It's great, Baba. Do your work. It's all good.
Do you understand? So she, is going to put together a powerful visual diary of 9 new paintings, unravel the layer of Nigerian life from intergenerational conflict to queer identity, female beauty standards, childhood ambiguity, and spiritual resilience. You understand? So it's what sells in the art space.
Yes, I know. I get.
It has a touch of I just got back. It has a touch of elitism in there. It has it all. And this is what sells. So it's good stuff. Anyways.
It has it all.
It's a potpourri.
It's a potpourri. Thank you. So she titled it An Owambe Exhibition by Uzo Njoku. My brother, hell was let loose.
There's a small backstory.
Oh, what's the backstory?
That they've been a conversation about the cost of an Airbnb or a rent, like an apartment she wanted to rent in VI. And she
Oh
was
yes.
complaining bitterly
Wait,
that it was
again?
too expensive. Eh?
Wow.
Yes.
I said this one again.
And that was how she first fell out with a certain group on X.
What was the
And
group
you know
she
the
fell
group
out
I'm
with?
talking.
I don't know.
I love Lagos so much. Stroke Nigeria's and Yoruba group.
Oh, Steve,
How
really?
dare you
too
come
much.
criticize? Because
Steve,
when she started complaining
long.
about the price of the apartment that she wanted to rent in VI, it was a conversation about how Lagos is like overly priced and how Lagos is rubbish, but it's priced like LA
Steve, you
and
don't know
stuff
their
like
name.
that.
Let me give you their name.
Rono
Okay.
FC.
Yoruba Ronu gang. Let's leave it. YRG.
Rono
YRG.
FC.
So that's
Yeah.
a different batch before this. So there's
Oh,
already a
okay.
tag.
Thank you for the
And this
context.
exactly. And she now released details of our Owambe exhibition. And then the conversation started like, oh, she spelled Owambe wrongly. Because Owambe is not M, it's
Sorry.
N.
So how is it spelled? Owambe.
They said it O1, yeah. They said it's N,
I think we have
not
to
B,
ask.
not M.
I think we have to ask Washiri what the spelling is. But please
Do
continue.
you know the diabolical part of this?
What's the
It's a diabolical.
People who
It is
had
deeper.
used the M spelling
Oh,
were criticizing her, and people were were researching their tweets to say you've used this spelling before, and they were deleting their tweets.
I know.
Do you know the most diabolical part?
What's
There
it?
were 1 million edits on Wikipedia on the Owambe page.
Wait,
Changed it
are
to
we?
N
Is this
from M
is this
to N.
Nazism? Is this Nazi? Are we in Nazi government?
Let me explain to you. Ayo.
It's crazy.
Let's even start with Owambe versus Owambe. So we've always said Owambe, right? Which is
Owambe, that's the
Owambe,
Yeah,
right?
which
And now
means
they're
it is
saying
there.
no. The actual spelling is Owanbe, which is Owanbe. Please, just Ayo, you are the full-blooded Yoruba man here, right? Me, I'm partial.
Yes.
So I would like you to break down the naming nomenclature or how we arrived at Owambe. I believe it is Owanibe, which is
That is
it's
the full thing.
happening
Owanibe.
over there.
Yes, and it was a musical term for highlight
Yes.
parties back in the day.
But I've also realized that when you then shorten things like Owanibe, it goes to Owambe, right? But
Owambe.
over a period of time, the social cultural naming convention of Owambe became Owambe because the
Yes.
pronunciation is cleaner, smoother, and it has been like that in pop culture. And
Yes.
shout out to
That's
archiving
the-
because it's Samson and the archiving team. They went and dug everything out. People have been
Shout out.
mentioning Owambe since the 50s, 60s,
Yes.
70s.
With the spelling of the M,
M.
right, over the N.
Yes.
Yes, which is the normal
know-
way because you don't want to spell everything out like that now.
Do you know up till this very moment that this thing became a thing? I never knew it was N.
No, me, I
I've
knew it
never
was
seen the
N.
N. No, I've never seen the N. It's always
Oh, I've
Owambe.
never seen the M. I've
I've never seen
the N,
nobody has
but I
spelled the
know.
M. The N, rather. It's always been the M. So when I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, okay. But we all know why this is happening. We all know why
yes. Shout out
people
to
like the Ronu FC. Because I don't want to attribute this silliness to general Southwesterners.
no.
People
no,
don't
no.
give
Of
a
course,
people,
of course
people
not.
don't give a
Don't
hoot
give
about
it.
this.
Bro. Tell me how many Owambes I've been to say for me to even be carrying this on my head. So
But people are now doing what? Nitpicking the spelling of a word because the person who is doing the art exhibition is from another region.
And it's someone they don't like, not just
Specific-
from another region, and
yeah.
someone they don't like, someone that has brought up a conversation
second
about the
reason
city
too.
before. Yeah.
Yes, that's where the whole thing
I
is coming
think-
from, right?
I
And let's be clear. Also, that is not just someone that is not a Southwesterner. It's because this person is Igbo. Let's be
Yes,
very
yes.
clear on this thing.
Oh,
If a
yeah.
Northerner came and do this thing, I won't hear from
Nobody
you
will say
people.
anything. No,
Nobody
nobody will
gives
say
a fuck.
anything.
Yeah.
If if someone from the middle belt, depending on where the person is from, if it's from an area where the name does not sound Igboish, I will not hear anything. But I know some of you Ronu FC do not even know the geographical location of some of the states, that you lump up everything that is outside southwest and not in the north into the southeast. That's
You know
how
the
daft
funny-
some of you people are.
You know the
the
interesting
funny-
conversation?
Yeah.
You know the interesting conversation? Some weeks ago, an Igbo guy made a comment about Igbo owning Asaba now, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And there was a whole conversation about how Asaba is not an Igbo city.
Mhm.
Do you get? So the Asaba is like like is Delta Igbo, like Asaba is Delta Igbo. This girl is from Delta Igbo. She's not like Igbo, like across the Niger.
Like you.
So all of a sudden now, everybody is Igbo. So Ayok, please continue.
Yeah, so the funny thing about Yoruba Ronu people is that despite the Ronu being in their name, they don't think. They can't phantom thinking. And it's a shame that if you go back, the event of the 2023 election, Peter Obi winning Lagos, is a stain, at least for this decade. It's going to be one of the biggest political events because we could see how APC now weaponized something that was already there, and they really used it for their this thing now. Now, any conversation between Yoruba and Igbos online, seems to have tribal tension. Despite the fact that if you go to Ikoyi, if you go to Okiri registry,
bro, you go to everywhere.
Everywhere. It's just hard to see.
For me, it's just a social media conversation. That's strictly bad. My problem is, I hope it doesn't extend out of it with the way things are going.
Let's see, because these guys are going to be very, very desperate. They are going to do that again.
They're going to do that, yeah.
These guys are raising a group of Nigerians who are going to be even more tribalistic than our generation is. We were okay. It doesn't get to us. It's the same thing with incel culture, like incel culture and all these things. Red pill. You are raising a group of 12, 13, 14-year-olds.
The most shocking thing I saw was somebody who celebrated the death of, I won't mention the artist's name, the death of the mom of an artist because the mom is Igbo.
Oh.
The artist is Yoruba. You guys didn't see the screenshots?
I didn't see the screenshots, but I'm not surprised.
I saw it. I don't want to name the name.
You saw it now. I don't want to mention the name. I don't want to mention the name.
Bro,
that was the most shocking thing I saw. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bro, there's another artist there.
Said he was tainted.
His wife.
Yes.
There's an artist who was celebrating his wife. And one of these Yoruba Ronu came and said, why are you tainting your blood with that of an Igbo person?
Yeah.
And this guy just put up the screenshots and said, look, what is all this nonsense about? And this is where we are.
This is what led. Yeah, please go. Continue.
Unfortunately, this is what somebody like that now will go outside and continue to propagate those kind of beliefs. These conversations that we're having online that we think is just online, I've started hearing them on the streets a lot between both parties. Between both parties. And it's going to be very real. I don't. Well, now APC. Well,
that's what led me to the epiphany I had last week.
Oh, okay.
I might ramble a bit, right? But look at a scenario where we have like bigots, right, at the top of like the political structure, right?
Yeah.
Say, let's use an example, an Igbo tribalist who goes on to say, you know what? I hate the other tribe so much, and I don't want us to have anything to do with them. That means we start working on providing an excellent sovereign region in terms of what I mean excellent, like excellent education, basic healthcare, infrastructure, just basically improve
resources to
exactly
side of the country.
Just basically improving the human development index that can lead to other facets of like developments and that makes a developed society, right? So if the Igbo guy goes on to do that, and the Yorubas and blocks access to those infrastructure, to those developed infrastructure, and block the access of other regions, say Yoruba, and the Yoruba leaders would then be forced to do the same thing for their own people. From then it will spread to the Fulanese, it's Hausas. Nigeria's problem has been solved by tribalism. Don't you guys think so?
It has been, but you're forgetting one essential thing. You're forgetting one essential thing.
Before you mentioned the essential thing, this is brilliant because as Steve was carrying me, I thought he was carrying me down somewhere bad. And I said, this thing is looking great already. What's Steve talking about? I'm excited.
No, tribalism can solve Nigeria's problem.
But you have to forget something. The culture of excellence. Because when you say you want to now help your region, that money will be embezzled, my guy. There's no how.
No, like, that's what I'm saying. You are so bigoted. You are so tribalistic that you have a purpose now to say, you know what, I'm not.
That you want to create ultra Nigerians from your own region,
a sovereign region, a best region for my people.
Well, until we see
so that I want to build the best seaport in the east, so that my people don't have to go to Lagos. I want to build the best airport, the best. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it will now drive them.
What
do you guys think?
I I also feel that is why a lot of the Nigerian political structures are afraid of an Igbo presidency, because they say, this guy will take all the money and just gonna use it to, help go and use it to boost his region, and after that they're just gonna secede. I have a feeling that's the reason why. That's one of the reasons why they don't want an Igbo presidency. But
so that goes back to the China this thing. You remember you guys the Li Chuan Yu?
Yeah.
That's the guy that the godfather of the founding father of modern Singaporean states,
Singapore,
right?
yeah. From third world to first
in
world.
his book, yes, the third world to the first world, right?
Yeah.
He spoke about how the rise of China was what motivated them, like in Singapore, to say, you know what, we have to fix Singapore to be able to be competitive and to be useful to the world. It drove them intensely to say, look, this is what China is doing, and they started fixing their country. Do you understand? I don't know if you can tell me it's like tribalism, or I don't know what to tell me, but
it's just looking at another region that you feel that you should be on par with them. Exactly. And then saying, if they are building on this level, then let us 2x on that level, match that level. Do you understand? The problem you're just having locally, and this is the disconnect, right, is that the higher you go up in this political class, the more dissolved tribalism and ethnicity and religion is. It is only prevalent at the bottom of the pyramid.
At the bottom of the pyramid, and these people at the bottom don't even understand the concept that you are being used.
Yes, that's all. Do you think Ikpeazu, the former governor of Abia State, do you think Ikpeazu, when he was sitting there for 8 years, said, "I'm going to make"? Do you think he was thinking about like improving the? Do you see how Abia State is? You can see what OT is doing,
bro. Yeah,
bro, I went to Abia State. You know what I'm very passionate about Abia State. I went there. We're launching.
I remember.
Okay, do you understand? We're launching the kekes. Yeah. My brother, there are sinkholes. There are sinkholes in the road, in
the middle of the most active
road
part of
in
town.
The city.
See a sinkhole.
Yeah,
like a full sinkhole. Do you understand? And there was a governor in that state.
Because think about the people who signed the petition. They're signing it with an intense hate in their mind.
10,000 people signed a petition for these girls, for these ladies' exhibition not to hold.
Thank you.
Do
you know what 10,000 is?
I know the danger in this 10,000. Do you know the danger in this 10,000? This danger is that these 10,000 people will have families and indoctrinate their children into this.
Thank you.
This is why racism doesn't die in America. Because you think all those people that hated Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, you think they died? No. They had kids. That is where you are today, bro.
Osags,
stop.
Ayo, someone in my secondary school group said something last week. He said he's ready to give up his tribe. He said the first tribe in Nigeria to fix their region. He will renounce his own tribe and take on that tribe.
Join that tribe.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Nigerian tribalism is not even centered on excellence. Because if you have been a tribalist now, you say, okay, when Yoruba man reach there, when Obasanjo reach there, Southwest, everywhere goes stew. When Jonathan reach there, everywhere South goes stew.
Go to Yenagua now.
Nothing they stew.
Between the North had military and civilian rulers that should make the North Dubai.
Yeah, exactly.
Should make the place like Qatar.
Abject poverty.
Abject poverty.
Almajiri. Kidnapping.
So what is
terrorists have taken over
every
regions.
So now, if you as a tribalist are now coming to meet me and say, Ayo, this Odua Republic, we have to. I have to point to you that, okay, if we do Odua Republic, Lagos will be our capital, Abi.
How does this benefit me?
Please, look at Lagos now and tell me why I should believe in an Odua Republic. Look at all the governors in Lagos have been Yoruba. You cannot fix the state. Refuse is a problem. You people cannot close gutters, common gutter. You cannot provide water in people's homes. You now want me, Ayomide Tayo, to now leave and now be following you to the Yoruba Road. No, it's Yoruba no.
What Steve said is excellent. Bro. Right? If I am a tribalist and I say, I cannot even be a tribalist, I don't even know where I'm from. So my own case is different. Because now, someone like me now, a mixed breed, tainted on both sides, tainted on all sides.
Everybody will just reject you.
But the thing is that with my own value and like my own, what I have to offer, all the regions should be toasting me.
Exactly. Yeah.
I say, come and walk in this region, Osage.
Exactly.
You know, we know you can do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, come and you people come and
Osage's
walk in this
problem.
region. This is what we have to offer you. Low tax rates in this state. This and this and this. You know, what do you have to offer? So it's not like you are. It's not this thing you are doing. See, let me explain something. If the Lagos State governor said, "Oh, I'm appointing somebody from a certain region," and people got mad. It's stupid, but I can understand. This girl is showing off an exhibition. How does her exhibition reduce your own resources? How does her exhibition disqualify you from you know, you are not protesting the access to resource from by somebody from another region.
Exactly.
She is coming to spend money. She's going to pay for rent in that region.
Osage, she's bringing economic value.
She's an investor into your state.
This is too much English. She's bringing dollars. She's bringing dollars.
She's bringing dollars. She's bringing dollars.
She's going to pay. She's going to buy things by people from different parts of the,
she's going to pay vendors. She's going
and,
to
and this is what leads to what? This is what leads to what? For you to understand. People that are listening that are tribalistic.
People at the bottom, man.
And I will go a bit from the bottom and on top of it because I've talked to people who are learned. And
no,
you know the beauty.
The people on top of it, and you know why they are doing it. Sorry, I have to defend them. I have to defend them because if you know that this thing is going to work for you to remain at the top, you keep doing it now.
No, I'm not even talking about those ones. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about the ones above the people at the bottom. You know the beauty of me being from different ethnic backgrounds? Do you know the beauty of it? I can, with my own character, I can blend towards you to really understand who you are as a person. I do it all the time. And this is why I'll tell you guys for a fact, this is why I don't have friends. Because later on, they realized I was just bullshitting them. Do you understand? They realized I was just bullshitting them. But I do it all the time. All the time. I sit with you to learn. Because when you meet with people, you don't learn their core. They hide it from you. They hide it from you. But I sit with them and then they tell me, they give me one or two things. And I say, oh, that's fine. Oh, I do that too. And they give me some more. And they give me some more. And they give me some more. And I tolerate it. And I don't argue back. That's what Nigerians don't know how to do. Like a typical Nigerian does not know how to understand someone is from another place. He tries to force his own views. Someone might just say, the way, especially like with religion, it happens a lot with religion, you know. Someone might not understand like one person's view there or whatever. And in politics and whatever. I have friends, I know people fully Tinubu. You know, we have to do it. I say, yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And I bring out the 4 points, not the against points. And I give them the 4 points and they love it. And guess what they do? They further show me who they really are.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you for a fact, they are learned people, educated people, that are freaking bigots.
Yeah.
Educated people that once I dig in fully deep and we go there, because they know I'm not fully Yoruba, they know I'm not fully Igbo, they know I'm not fully Edo, so they kind of dance around it a bit. But when they find out that I'm too relaxed, then they show me their true colors for who they are. Then I found out that, man, you're a damn freaking bigot. And I have this to say, almost every Nigerian I've met, almost every Nigerian is a damn freaking bigot. You have no idea how people have been social engineered to the point where they don't even know why they are bigots. Do you understand? They don't know they are functioning bigots. It's not done on purpose.
Yep.
But you just feel like, as an Igbo guy, Yoruba person go betray you. Or as a Yoruba guy, Igbo person too like money. It's there in the core because they've been told that all their life. They really can't see that Nigerian is just like a human being is just a human being. A Nigerian is just a terrible person. Do you understand? I've sat with people who are pedophiles and they don't know they are pedophiles. Because as we keep talking,
bro,
then they start saying, they now tell you, see that girl, see as that girl done the
ripe.
Yeah, say don't the mature.
Do you understand? And it's always so sad when they unravel. I'm sorry,
I have to mention this. Did you see a video where, you know, these games they play during weddings or during events? where they told like a group of guys, I don't know, like the group of guys they were all wearing natives, to go to the crowd to pick a virgin, and they all went to pick like like people below 10. 10 year,
What?
yes, bro. I saw that video. I quickly scrolled up. Like I didn't want to watch it. I didn't even bother to share in the group or something. Like that's how
It's
disgusted I
that
was.
disturbing, yeah.
Yes, they went to pick like children, kids.
You know when they say, "Oh, bring one black shoe,
Bring one black
white shoe, bring a
they say go
handbag,
to the crowd and bring 3 virgins or
virgin."
something like that. That's
First
how
of
they
all,
went to
whoever
pick
is playing that game is a
kids.
sick
No,
human being.
stupid. The person is stupid.
But
the
they went
MC
and
is
brought
stupid.
a kid.
They went to they brought kids.
Now you see that person. I can never let
Yeah.
that person near my family. It's not happening.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
You're not entering my street. That's why we're going to have a street landlord tenant association meeting.
So
Bruh.
you know, long story not so short. The people we are dealing with don't even understand why by default. What we're seeing on social media, these people are paid. Some people are doing some social engineering. The
Yep.
people that lead these conversations are social
It's
engineered.
engineered.
You see their platform, they put
Centralized.
proud Yoruba something, they put the Nigerian flag. We know them.
Yeah.
Then they lead the
see-
conversations.
Yeah.
And they are the ones that push it to the core. Now they've written a petition. I think someone also wrote to the Lagos state government as well.
Yeah.
You know,
something. Yeah. Something.
and all of that is happening just because somebody is going to do an art exhibition. If it
Yeah.
was, I can't believe something as silly as N or M, when we've been using M to spell Owambe for decades, now
Bro.
became an issue. Like, you see how it is. Somebody thought that thing, put it in the group and said, this is how we're going to front load this
To
conversation.
front and everybody.
Yes.
Social engineering and people latched onto it. Even the people who had used it before. You know.
They went and
obviously
searched and
centralized.
said, but you've been using Owambe now.
They
And then
went,
they started
deleted the
deleting their
tweets.
tweets.
They updated the OS. So the OS now saying these are the now spread the word.
Do you understand?
Stupid.
Ukonu.
They are arguing that her spelling diluted Yoruba linguistic integrity. You see what people are arguing. See, to argue these things is okay. Do you know when it's okay? When your GDP per capita is not 1% of the US GDP per capita. That is when it is okay. So I will say, okay,
yes.
you people don't have work.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
You don't have work. The government pays your unemployed. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Your
there's
children
an
receive
unemployment check,
gratuity.
like, exactly.
School, public school is free, but it's
Exactly.
qualitative. You know, all these things are happening. You can now say, oh, you put M
What's the
where
next
N is meant to
problem?
be.
Yeah.
In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you are at the bottom of the pyramid. Let me read Maslow's. Let me read it for you. If you don't know what it is. Wait. Fantastic. I brought it out. Maslow hierarchy of needs. You know where you people are? You are at physiological needs. Breathing is a need. You don't even breathe properly. Food, water, shelter, clothing, sleep. That is where almost everybody is. You see where you people are trying to argue. You are trying to argue at the top of the pyramid. The top of the pyramid is self-actualization, which is what? Morality, creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. That is the top of that's what you people are doing with this M and N something. Right now, you are at physiological needs. Some of you that are not at physiological needs, you know where you are? You are just above. You are at where? Safety and security, which concerns health, employment, property, family, and social ability. That's where you people are. You are not even at love and belonging. That one is friendship, family, intimacy, sense of connection. You are not there. You are in the first two bottom of the pyramid. But you are acting as if you have hit self-actualization. You don't have your priorities right. Because when you are done with acting with all of this, you will now start looking at my data. No, you switch off your data. You switch off your data. If you switch off your data when you are accessing the internet, you should not be concerned about a spelling of any Yoruba word.
You have bigger issues at hand, bruv. There are bigger things to deal with, bruv.
Do you understand? You should not. Do you understand? If you switch off your data, when you switch on your data and you see that conversation, switch off your data again. Switch off your data.
I want to point something about this tribalistic thing. You know what they do, which is very, I don't know whether it's smart or sneaky, is that they start creating these pro-tribe accounts, proudly Igbo, proudly
Yes.
Benin, proudly
Yes.
Yoruba, and they'll first give you history. You will love
Yes.
it. But then
Yes.
subtle changes will come.
It is content marketing. They use that one to
Yeah.
pull you in. It's
So you two
good.
now
It's
say-
content
you two
marketing.
now-
It's actually
you two now say-
brilliant.
You two now say,
Oh, this
I'm
is good.
impressed. I love
This
I'm a
is
Yoruba
good.
man. They
Yes.
now say
Yeah.
that- when they now enter that whole, how can she be spelling a Yoruba word? They now say
Then they now start coming in.
she's tarnishing your image, your history, your
Yeah.
culture, and pride, and that's where they sink you in. Which are
Yes.
supposed to be, that's why now I don't follow any of those proudly anything and I don't do it again. Because I
Yeah.
know where they
Yeah.
go.
You know
I
where
know where
it
it
leads
gets
to ultimately. Yeah.
If you
I
want
I
to do
remember
that,
when I first saw the Igbo. There's this Igbo history something account on Twitter. I
Yes.
History and
followed.
facts.
I'm
Igbo
like,
history
oh
and
yeah,
facts.
yeah.
Igbo
I
history and
followed. I'm
facts.
like, oh, this is brilliant. And I just saw that historical context, blah blah blah. Oh, it wasn't even like up to 2 months when I started seeing. Like, oh, okay, that's so. All right.
So
And I moved on with my life. And I followed and moved on with my life. You know,
you go just
It's
say the flag
just-
don't they change. It's like,
It
I don't want
don't
Nigerian flag.
change.
Nigerian flag no get sun. It's not. There's no red in Nigerian flag. the thing not they change. You know they. Okay. Yeah.
That they shake.
You know
So
they shake.
so that's the problem. Like Steve said, if this whole thing was a fight of resources, right? Using tribe to say our tribe is more superior, right? It means that we will develop our place to the point we will make sure our students are the best performing at WAEC. So that what will we do? We will hire the best teachers. We
Hire the
won't
best
hire the
teachers.
teachers from the other regions because we want our students to be good. Then I want the other regions saying, you can't hire from them. We're going to hire and pay them more. Do you understand? It improves everybody economically, but you're not doing all of
Also,
that.
just imagine now,
You're
right
creating
now.
smart schools that are not smart.
Just imagine right now a region in Nigeria, all their public schools functioning well, excellent teachers are teaching the children how to
Standard.
code, AI, how to use AI, like all those things. I'll go and renounce my own tribe. It's simple,
Join.
bro.
Do you understand?
I will become the epitome of that tribe. I will start championing everything about that tribe.
You open your own history and facts channel.
Yes, now I'll open my own history account. Because at the end of the day, it benefits me, it benefits my kids. Do you understand?
If the tribal conversation was that, I'm a Yoruba man, I tried enrolling my kid in this great school in the Igbo region, in the eastern region, and they said I was not from that region, and so they will not give me my child admission, and that was a tribal conversation going on. It's a more qualitative conversation, if I may say.
Exactly, to have, yeah.
Because whether we like it or not, tribal conversations will always happen, right?
Of course, it has to.
But it is not even qualitative.
Yeah.
What you people are doing up and down is don't come to. And another one I saw was this whole we the Igbos, we went to Asaba and developed Asaba. I don't know if you saw that whole conversation.
That's when the whole Asaba thing,
you
Igbo thing
understand?
happened now. When the
we treat Onitsha as our place, but we are based. We are the ones that developed
the capital of Delta states.
You need to
shut
up. You need to shut the fuck up.
Something that the whole state, the resources of the whole state develops. You say now your region developer. You see, like,
and that's why this tribal thing is not sectioned to a region. You see how?
No,
and that's when Igbo people say, "Oh, Yoruba are tribalists," I say, "You need to shut the fuck up too, because you need to look inward."
If an Igbo person tell you that, call me, because I'm Delta Igbo, and nobody suffers more tribalistic sentiment or whatever it is, from Igbo people than us.
This is crazy.
They have
I had no idea until you told me some years ago when we were walking, and you were like, "This is what's happening with Delta Igbo and Igbo." I had no idea.
Bro,
it's a big issue.
I didn't know.
Big issue.
So me, I have to start looking at Edo State now, and I have to start looking at Benin and Isha, and looking at the tension between them.
Bro, then we go to the riverine area, the Josh Akiri, Robo. There's other crises going on, other conversations going on. Like, so everywhere you turn to in Nigeria, there's something.
Poor quality,
just
PQC, poor quality conversations across the board. Uzonjoku, we wish you the best. If I'm in Lagos at that time, I'm going to attend your event. Ayo, please, if you're in Lagos at that time, please attend the event.
When is it again?
This lady
December, right?
Yeah, it's happening in
December.
Yeah, November to December also.
Okay. No, we'll try.
November 22 to December 19.
We go try.
Yeah, attend the event. This girl is just trying to hire people. She's hired staff. I don't know if you saw. I saw one of her tweets. She's hired staff. She's paid staff.
Yeah.
She had like an event coordinator. Let me check. Let me check. Uzo Arts. That's her handle. Yeah. She hired staff. She's been doing a lot of work. She put everything out there. Oh, I've hired these people. I've done this. I've done that. And all of a sudden, because it's somebody that is not. If the person was from your region, and did the same thing, you don't have a problem. You don't have a problem. She's hired staff. She's hired a project manager, PR and marketing lead, art director, event coordinator, editorial assistant, two event photographers, 2 security, 2 volunteers. She's going to pay them.
Employer of labor in your states.
They will pay tax in the same states.
You understand?
They'll pay tax, contributing economically and financially to a state. You know?
So what are we talking about, guys?
I hope we do better, man. Let's just do better as a country, man. We have so many things we are dealing with.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen because they need this thing to be like this because it's going to play out in the elections.
Yes, bro, this is still heading towards 2027 and they don't want to be caught unawares. So they're pumping this thing right now.
Do you understand? It's going to play out in the elections. You are writing the Lagos state government. Look at all that energy. Funny enough, there's one post there's something I put out. I can't find it anymore. Somebody said, we put out a petition.
Yeah, there's a comparison. Yeah, somebody did a comparison between 2 petitions about healthcare or something like that.
Yes, I think it had to do with healthcare or something, right? Only 300 and something people had done what? Had signed that petition.
Yeah.
Something that will help your life.
Yep.
So
to tell you what's more important.
Yes. You know the funny thing is how.
And I see some of you artists. Let me. I see some of you celebs.
Some artists playing.
You're playing in plain sight. I see some of you. Somebody puts up a book. Oh, I'm reading about the history of Yoruba people. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm doing this one. I see it.
Maybe person no read history again.
I see it. You're pandering to the what? You're pandering to
history again.
No,
I see some things.
But there's a way you do it where you are trying to sometimes tweet about the supremacy of your tribe over another of the other tribes. And I catch them. I'm like, bro, it's not this is not necessary. Not necessary.
I understand. Yeah.
I see
especially in the climate, especially what we're dealing with right now in Nigeria, like especially on Twitter. Yeah, makes sense.
Anyway, Uzo, do your thing. That's it.
All right, man. Spent a lot of time on this.
Charlie Kirk's assassination in America. All I can say is rest in peace. Don't make fun of dead people. No matter how much bigotry, spew, and hate anybody put online, don't make fun of people who have died because some people have lost somebody. It's very complex. I know you hate people. You understand? But when people die, let's see everything as a teachable moment, not as a moment to warn up people or to laugh at people or whatever. You know why? Because, in my opinion, death, no matter how it is not a good experience. Even if this guy advocated for gun culture, knowing fully well that students, children were dying from gun attacks every month in the US. Getting shot like that, assassinated like that,
horrible,
is not something you should celebrate. I'm just of that principle. Never kick a man when he's down.
I believe you're speaking to African Americans. Sure.
No, funny enough,
it's not just African Americans. It's everybody.
So Nigeria,
everybody.
I think
Nigerians,
also,
whites, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think to me, in the context of like, you know, like anytime I see something like this, I apply it back home to say, I hope this doesn't become, you know, but I'm scared with everything that's happened during the last election. What's happening right now on Twitter, with policies becoming very, very like divisive in Nigeria.
Yeah, very ethnic
because of the intersection. Yeah, because intersection with ethnicity and tribe. Man, I hope it doesn't get to this. You know, I hope it doesn't get to this in Nigeria where people start killing each other because of. Although we've seen it before.
What do you mean you hope it doesn't get to this? What specifically are you saying? We just did a whole breakdown last episode. How people die during the elections every year, every time.
It's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
Sorry.
That's
there'll be more death. election-related deaths in Nigeria than has been in America in the last how many years?
That's true. Man, that's insane.
People
I
die
never
every
thought
day,
about
B.
it like that.
People people die every day, B.
God,
petty fool.
man.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Sad stuff.
So, rest in
when I
peace,
was
Charlie
growing
Kirk.
up, I used to
Why do all the
hear.
pastors love Charlie Kirk? They are just aligning, Abi.
Yeah, he's a Christian.
It's just
and he's
once
LGBT.
Nigerian pastors see anti-trans and anti-LGBTQ
clitoris, but that's
sentiments,
but it's just
they're
aligning
so
with
happy.
the
It
US
stimulates
so they
them.
can get their visas and everything now.
No, actually, no. I think it's part of that. The right wing gospel in America and Nigerian
They
gospel
align so
are
much
aligned.
with
They're aligned.
conservative.
They're aligned. Yeah.
You can't tell me.
they're
See, one thing you can't convince me of is that Nigerian pastors genuinely do not like LGBTQ. I don't think they give a fuck about it,
bro.
They do as
I think I think it's just aligning with the all the churches in America, the right wing churches, because the right wing churches are the most powerful. They are the ones that fund. Right?
The ones that even sponsor.
So they are just aligning. I don't think a pastor in Nigeria, all those pastors who were saying Charlie Kirk was the best person on earth, I don't think they actually give a fuck about who's gay or not. Do you think so?
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked, my guy.
I think it's showface, personally.
It's not.
I think everybody just wants their money up. I think they were just aligning with what everybody's doing globally.
No, I think it's just that whole anti-LGBT thing. Yeah. And being a right-wing Christian.
Okay. All right. What's happening in the news again? Let's quickly go with what's happening in the news. A Lagos lawyer.
Are we?
Yes?
Okay, the Lagos lawyer. Sorry. I thought you were skipping it. Okay.
No. The Lagos lawyer who once sued Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for blocking him on Twitter, I mean X now, has
unblocked him now.
Yeah.
He has met with the governor, and the governor has unblocked him.
He's been unblocked.
Shout out to democracy, man.
He's been unblocked. I'm looking for the post. Because he actually put out the post. Yes, he said his name is Festus Ogun, by the way. He said Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has unblocked me on X. I met briefly with him yesterday at Lagos House Marina on his invitation to amicably resolve my complaint of human rights violations. We will continue to hold authorities accountable regardless. Aluta continua. Mr. Governor took time to explain the circumstances surrounding my blocking. Grateful to my excellent lawyer who stood by me throughout the mediation meeting. Aluta continua. I like it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I like it. Yeah. I like it. It shows me that this is a great example that shows people that elected officials are here to serve the people.
At the end of the day, last.
At the end of the day, and by that, it means that you cannot block access of information that you have to me because you serve me, and that's what this taught me. And to be honest, I thought this thing was going to drag in the media forever or drag in the courts forever, and he'll never get his unblocking. But this is brilliant, and it sets a precedence now. So if any other government official blocks anybody, at least they can say what in Ogun, Festus versus Lagos State government or versus Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
Yeah, what's that word? Judicial precedence or something like that.
And you can use that as precedent and context. And every judge is going to hit the gavel on the table and say, unblock. You can mute me, but you can't block me.
Yeah.
You understand?
Long live Nigerian democracy.
You can mute me, but you can't block me. It's irresponsible of a government to actually block somebody. Like, do you understand? Do you understand what it is for a Lagos State governor to block? Because he's not using the handle. It's his social media handler that got tired and said, I'm going to block you. Do you understand? But do you know the messaging behind that? The messaging behind that is that you can't take criticism. Even if someone is insulting you, you are the governor of a state. People are going to write crazy things about you from the day you were elected to the day you leave. And then you went ahead and blocked somebody. Do you know what that signifies? I think people just see it as though he blocked him on Twitter. No, you blocked him from receiving access from a state government. That's the general message.
Which is his fundamental right to have access.
Exactly.
To yeah.
Just because he critiqued you or doesn't, even if he told you are mad, you can't do that. Anyways.
Shout out to our governor, always leading the way for Nigerian governors.
I should go and sit down. Should go and sit down somewhere.
Our guy.
It's almost gone. What's his legacy after he leaves office? What's his legacy?
Pointing.
What's Sanwo-Olu's legacy? I want to know. What's his legacy?
We have to discuss that one now.
I'll have to discuss. It's a very comprehensive
it's a
conversation.
very comprehensive topic. Yeah,
but it's just NSAS.
NSAS sticks out as the bad one.
Yeah, it's the bad one. The trains. Then there are some few other.
The trains. Was he the one that set up the trains? How are you going to attribute the railway project to Sanwo-Olu? Is he the one that started it?
No. I'm not
started
the one. The
which
red
one?
The red
one. He started the red one.
Attributed to him, but the blue one is not attributed.
The blue one is not for him.
That's Fashola actually, not even.
It started Fashola now. It started Fashola.
Started Fashola last time.
Fashola for real?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
How about they just learn now? Supposedly, I don't know.
My boy, I'm be dizzy.
I'm be dizzy, baby. Still in government, no matter what. Utility
is this still in government?
At least he's good with the NPC boys now. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. If he's good, they should give him his. If he's to confirm that he's good, give him his remaining 4 years. Let's see.
I think he'll do the 4 years later. It might not be now.
I think that there was a rumor that
he came out and said no.
Cut it. Nigerian politics.
Cut it.
Anything can happen.
Bro, but how do you fumble 4 years of Lagos governorship?
You fumble it by not aligning
with the power.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily Lagos State. It's not necessarily the Godfather I didn't align with too, because the Godfather is just one person. He didn't align with the people in the states. The people that
like the political decision making
political
states, right?
For what I heard,
you
know what, Tinubu was like, you know what, he can go, but some men were like, nah, it ain't
yeah.
So once you don't align,
some people higher in the structure, in national government structure, they're like, nah, we ain't fucking with you, we ain't concerning you, bro. Yeah,
and the guy went on a world tour with Buhari.
On a world tour, yeah, because Buhari was like, I don't understand. Buhari was like, yo, let him do another one, and Baba said, it's not up to me. It's the boys, them boys. The boys don't support you, bruh. Yeah, your own. So,
all right, this week in history, we're going to have to switch up this week in history. We've become too political with this week in history.
It's not the most important.
No, I want us to switch it up. Let's do some other stuff now.
So that you need some social cultural aspect to it.
Yes, and I also need some commentary. So I'll talk to our guys at archiving. I need some commentary as well. Like somebody said something.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I feel like we've kind of plateaued with our this week in history, even though it's really good information. But I'll tell you why. Shall I say it's this week in history on September 20, which happens to be my late sister's birthday and Rugged Man's birthday as well.
Yeah, that's true.
In 1943, General Sani Abacha was born.
God damn it.
Commissioned in 1963.
God damn
it. He rose through key military turning points from the 1966 counter coup and the Civil War to the coups of 1983 and 85 that reshaped Nigeria's leadership. After crushing the 1990 Gideon Oka coup, he seized power in 1993, ruling as head of state until 1998 and cementing his place as one of the most influential and feared figures in Nigeria's military history. Abacha was the Don. The Don, did Don, da Don.
I also saying, God damn it, reminds me of this Hitler. It reminds me of this story about Hitler that he fell in a river and a priest saved him when he was around 4 years old or something. I'm like, see how a priest changed like the whole course of history, man.
I need to find that priest.
Yo, hey, bro.
How you really say, God damn it?
Bro, because you think of it like, oh, they really born this guy. Because if at one point it felt like Abacha just existed, he didn't even have any history. He just came from nowhere. Well, actually, somebody gave birth to him.
I want us to hear or listen to the statement, his speech he made.
Oh, the classic.
The classic speech he made on the night he took over.
That cameraman must have been pissing his pants when he was saying that. Because dude was not even playing at all.
Abacha. Hi. God. Let me look for it. I'm looking for it. Yes. Abacha's throwback speech is 7 minutes. Let's listen to like 1 minute of it.
Sequel to the resignation of the former head of the interim national government and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, Chief Ernest Shonekan, and my subsequent appointment as head of state and commander-in-chief, I have had extensive consultations within the armed forces hierarchy and other well-meaning Nigerians in a bid to find solutions to the various political, economic, and social problems which have engulfed our beloved country and which have made life most difficult to the ordinary citizens of this nation. Chief Ernest Shonekan took over as head of state and commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces at the most trying time in the history of our country. Politically, economically, and socially, there were lots of uncertainties. Things appeared bleak, and the atmosphere was heavy with uncertainties. However, driven by the belief in himself, his countrymen, and love for his country, he accepted to face the challenges of our time. I will therefore like to take this opportunity to pay tribute to him for his selfless service to the nation. He showed great courage at taking on the daunting task of heading the interim national government, even as he kicked courage to know when to leave. To take over the administration of the local governments until administrators are appointed. The National Electoral Commission is hereby dissolved. All former secretaries to federal ministries are to hand over to their director generals until ministers are appointed. The two political parties are hereby dissolved. All processions, political meetings, and associations of any type in any part of the country are hereby banned. Any consultative committee, by whatever name called, is hereby proscribed. Decree 61 of 1993 is hereby abrogated. The Provisional Ruling Council is hereby established. It will comprise the head of state, commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as chairman, the chief of general staff as vice chairman, the Honorable Minister of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the Internal Affairs Minister, the Foreign Affairs Minister, and the National Security Advisor. Legislative powers will reside in the Council. States will be governed by civilian administrators to be appointed later. Also, a federal executive council will be put in place. Our security system will be enhanced to ensure that lives of citizens, property of individuals are protected and preserved. Drugs trafficking and other economic crimes such as 419 must be tackled and eliminated. And the crime strike throughout the nation.
Shout out to General Sani Abacha. This is a very famous speech. You guys can check it out. You guys can check it out on YouTube.
I'm sorry, I have breaking news. It's not breaking. Okay. I'm not sure I've seen it. You know that guy that organized NSAS protest in Abuja.
Yeah, he's dead.
They said he died during his sex romp in Abuja.
I didn't see that. We just said no laughing at people's death.
Yes,
no, I didn't laugh at I didn't laugh at the death.
We're laughing at the circumstances. We're laughing at the
circumstances surrounding the
death. There's a difference.
If that happened, let me tell you something. It's a fantastic way to go. I'll drop a bomb for that guy.
Died in the place of glory.
If that happened. All right, man. You heard from Abacha himself. He had some very credible quotes. A very popular one is, any insurgency that lasts more than 24 hours, a government official has a hand in it. That was commonly attributed to Abacha. Then, of course, from his inaugural speech, he had a couple of, after dissolving the interim national government in 1993, he said things like, the problems must be addressed firmly, objectively, decisively, and with all sincerity of purpose.
Cool.
Man, this is some really good speech writing. He also said, we must solve our problems ourselves. We must lay a very solid foundation for the growth of democracy. I feel he was taking shots at somebody with that one, like a certain nation with that one. I feel like he was taking shots. Get Denzel out of here. What Denzel's doing here? We're podcasting, we're podding. Then he also said, in this spirit of national reconciliation, we should show more restraint and build a united and peaceful Nigeria. Like his words were well layered. Exactly. His result, like that one, basically just telling you that if you guys go on a whole protest here,
you go chop on for head.
You know, I go chop on. You know,
go chop bullet for head. Everybody calm down.
It was always saying stuff like that. Anyways, man, Abacha is gone, but it caused a lot of. I mean, man, integral part of Nigeria's history. If you guys haven't read Mark Solon's books, we always talk about his books here, right? Soldiers of Fortune. There are 2 versions. But if you guys really want to start, you can actually start from the first one, which details the civil war and the aftermath of the Nigerian civil war, right? Let me read up. That one is called Oil, Politics, and Violence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oil, Politics, and Violence. That covers everything from, I believe, let me look at the picture. Can't remember. Because I haven't read that one, by the way.
Oh, for real?
I haven't. Covers everything from 1966 to 1972. So it basically covers like the Civil War and the aftermath of Civil War, which is followed up by one of the most interesting, for me, Soldiers of Fortune, A History of Nigeria from 1983 to 1993. I believe I prefer that one to Nigeria
fire.
Soldier of Fortune, which is the Abacha and Obasanjo years.
The Abacha was just too...
At some point,
bloody. Let me just
at some
say
point, it became too bloody.
It's too bloody, yeah. But that one, that's... The one that ended in 93, that's like...
Bro,
that explains Nigeria's where
you
we
really
are right
get
now.
You really get how fucked. You really get how we became fucked up.
How it became fucked up, exactly.
Yeah, and there's so many plots in that one.
Yeah.
Too many plots, too many players.
Yeah, and a lot of coups and counter coups.
Yeah, it was Nigeria's descent into hell.
That I mean, it's Babangida that just drove us into that pit hole.
Yes,
basically. But that one is really good. Then, of course, there's What Britain Did to Nigeria. He published that in 2021. I'm going to get that one as well. And, of course, the one he published this year, The Forgotten Era, Nigeria Before British Rule. This will be the last one I'll read because it takes us way back to the very beginning. Shout out to Mark Solon. You can get his books on Amazon, Pluto Press, and wherever you get your... Let me just realize, wherever you get your books. Let me keep it moving. All right. That is This Week in History, brought to you by the one and only Archiving.
Yep.
Yeah, where are we? Pop culture. Sports pop culture. Tobi Amusan calls out the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. Tobi Amusan, world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, posted a video blasting the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, for providing substandard kits hours before the Tokyo World Championships. Her criticism highlighted the poor quality gear compared to other countries like the USA. This lady went on Snapchat and showed us the gear Nigeria provided athletes, specifically her. I have seen better packaging when I go to the store to buy clothes.
Bro.
I've seen better packaging. It came in like a Shein bag.
Bro, if you go to Puma store, or go to a Nike store, you will see the packaging now.
I've seen better packaging.
From Temu.
I've seen, you know what's funny? I've seen better packaging from buying from Instagram sellers.
Instagram vendors, exactly.
Yeah.
It's almost like they gave us a budget. They just threw it. I just you collect no this stuff. Hey, nigga, damn. That's what it felt like.
Instagram vendors, we have customized wraps with their business names, everything, like it's well arranged. More than what we saw.
That sports brand? Iris Sabi, something.
She took time to detail the clothing or the sports kits that they shared with her. No shoes. I'm even going too much. I'm doing too much with
That's too
shoes.
far now.
See, you're doing too much
Yeah.
with shoes. You're doing too much.
Because I think they
They-
need to
they-
provide their own shoes themselves. Because even the other
No,
ones,
no,
I
no,
saw, I
no.
didn't see
Every federation is supposed to give you a shoe. You're not obliged to wear it because of like personal sponsorship, individual
Sponsorship, but you
sponsorships,
should
whatever.
have.
But they should provide you with shoes. Do you get like if you like Team USA, they provide all of them with shoes. If you look at the packaging, but
Yeah.
if they have like individual sponsorships and stuff like that, they
Then you
can
can
now
wear
use
what
their
you
own
wanna wear.
personal sneakers. Exactly. You
Yeah.
know.
So it was just in a small bag. You can carry it and throw it around. Your 5-year-old can throw it around. That's how small it was. And videos of other athletes from other countries like the USA. I saw the one from the USA
Great Britain.
specifically.
No,
I
that
saw the one
USA
from
one
Great
was-
Britain. The USA one was ridiculous because
It was too ridiculous.
you can't even carry the suitcase. It's
No, that
that
was too
big.
much.
And it
Bag
came
alone,
with everything.
The bag alone. If I get
bag
rid of
alone.
that bag,
Now
brother.
match. Now match with
My
us.
brother.
a match.
My
You
brother.
know? Bro,
You go use that.
I'm
You go
telling
use that. You go use that bag. Pack rice. Pack rice from Hilda Baci's events.
Correct.
You understand? So
Bro.
people were quick to, get those
Do the
videos from.
comparison.
Yeah, and do the comparison, man. And we saw how, it's good to do those comparisons because we are not athletes, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what the standard practice is.
Is yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good to see what other countries were giving, sports federations were how they were enabling their athletes. And you know what's interesting? What is interesting is we're just seeing kids. It goes beyond kids. It goes beyond
Training.
kids, providing them
facilities.
training. Exactly. Making sure everything they are their optimum best to compete for their country. And this is where I have a gripe with Steve, and he already knows where I'm going to. Because I was quick enough to put all those things in the group to say, but Steve will say what? They deserve the $100,000 or $100,000 that they gave the Falcons. My problem
I
is
had an issue
that-
with
that
it
the
now.
money-
I didn't
oh
support- I
man,
didn't
cut it
support
out,
it
Steve.
now.
Cut it out. Because if you equip people properly this way, I don't have a problem if you then. I still have a problem if you are giving everybody $100,000 for a poor country. Look at your GDP per capita.
Wait, Osage, have they received the $100,000? That's another
Exactly. That's another question you asked. To promise not be the same thing as to fulfill the pleasure.
Because I'm sure that they paid
So-
them. They promised them Mikel set in 2013 that there was money coming. And I'm sure if you ask Mikel said they did not receive any money till today.
Anyways, Tobi Amusan, I think I saw her in one of the heat races. She came.
She has qualified.
She's
Semi-finals.
qualified. Boom.
Yeah.
She qualified. She came out first in her hits. Yeah.
Boom. Boom.
Tobi is
It's just
legit
terrible.
now.
It's just
Yeah.
terrible. I saw the
I
other
mean-
person. Yeah.
We saw when they were doing the national track and field in, I think, in Lagos, and athletes had to run in the dark because there was no floodlights.
Man, that was so painful. Bro, the sports ministry got 94.95 billion naira for 2025 alone.
Then how
For
many did
athletes,
yeah.
the sports federation got 3.6 billion naira, which is 2.2 million US dollars. This allocation was supposed to cater for what? Logistics, allowances, and kits. There's a breakdown of the disbursements on the Nigerian federal government of Nigeria's website. The appropriation bill, the details, they are there. I
Don't
can
be
see it
Tinubu
like
now,
this.
oh.
I'm reading it.
There's some
This is
things I
not
want to
Tinubu
say,
now,
but I
oh.
won't say it because
Wait
I
first.
have so many
Wait first.
friends in that industry. So
Federal Ministry of Sports Development. The money is here. It's not like personnel, overhead, capital, and total allocation. It's here. I'm reading the document. It's here. Okay, you are talking about kit sponsorship. Nike goes in collaborations with nations, right? If for those who don't know,
Adidas, Puma.
for every time you see athletes in kits, let's talk about the most popular ones. The footballers. They go in partnership with these countries and pay these countries for them to wear their kits
Yeah.
because they're advertising their logo. This is how it works. The country does not pay a dime. As a matter of fact, the branding, the sports company, right, pays the country for them. So for every time, what does England wear now? They've moved from Umbro now. What does England wear?
Nike.
They wear Nike now. Yeah. Now they will pay because they have players that will be showcased on the grand stage, showing
Harry
what
Kane, Declan Rice. Come on. That's
same
money.
thing that happens with clubs. Now
Yeah.
Nigeria, we have a certain level. So the payout will not be as much as other countries that are valued more. That's how it works, right? So my point is, why is Nigeria not in partnership with any of these companies?
We were before now.
Yes, and you know what happened? Do you know what happened?
Apparently, they said.
Let me explain to you what
okay,
happened.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
What happened was we were in partnership with, I believe, was Puma, right, Steve? Was it not Puma? Who were we in partnership with? We're in partnership with one country, with one
it was
sports
Puma.
brand.
Puma. Yes.
Then word got out, a video got out of one of our athletes washing his only sports gear he had, and then they pulled out of the deal and terminated it.
Because now, just add to this, and there are unofficial reports that there are more AFN officials in Tokyo than athletes.
They dropped the relay team. Because more officials wanted to go to Tokyo. They dropped the relay team.
And guess what AFN told Tobi Amusan? That at least you enter business class now. And you got it. So why
I have it here. The AFN, what's his name now? Hold on, I'll pull it out for you guys. Thank you. AFN has told Tobi Amusan that what? They said she lied. There is nothing wrong with those kids. The only thing we didn't give them is a traveling bag. We told them their full package will come the next day. Yet she showed the world only one pack. That is what the AFN. This is your top priority athlete. I don't know if you know.
World champion. That's a world champion. That is a world champion that came out from Nigeria.
So they dismissed her claims. They said where is it? I'm looking for their statements. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with those kids. The items come in batches. So they were told to get it the following day. She just brought out that one kit and displayed to the world. They even received Spike shoes. They received covers made from same company. And this company gave us all of these free of charge. We did not pay 1 naira to them. The FN chief admitted. What's the FN chief's name? What's his name? You will know. Swan writer. What's his name? Tono Bo Kokowa is from your village, Steve.
That last name. That last name is very, very.
It's
very,
from Agbo.
very popular. Yes, that last name is familiar. It's familiar.
High Racer is the sports company that we are working with. High Racer, Nigeria. This is your level. High
Guess
Racer.
what? If you are a journalist empowered by your media company, right? But now we should know who owns High Racer and how they want these contracts to.
Oh, that's a fantastic one, actually. That's what I expect. That's what I expect sports journalists to do. Go and dig in and find out how that deal was made and who owns High Racer.
Yeah, how much?
There's nobody I hate in sports, in what sports, more than Tonobo Kokowa. People know me. Everybody in the industry know me for my hate for him.
Yeah,
so there's no points. There's no points even going off. But when I mention it now, if I mention it, he'll be want to first say it's not about sports. It's something to do with something back home. Blah blah blah. So
they pulled it to what? Ethnicity, tribe.
Pull it to ethnicity. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah.
So
all right. Tonobo Kokowa. I'm not from your place, and I don't think Edo and Delta people have beef. Do you understand? So here's me saying you're a piece of shit. That's who you are. Imagine he then ended his statement by saying, we need to concentrate, shun all distractions, and focus on their competitions. We need them to concentrate, shun all distractions, and focus on their competitions. A piece of shit. That's what you are. The problem is when you hold these people accountable or even critique them, there is no form of empathy.
No shame.
You can come out and be a total asshole, but find a way to release the statement and people say, oh, okay, maybe this is what happened.
Let's consider.
But thank you. They are so they actually feel insulted, that you are calling that their incompetence. Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of this, did you see NFF's report on Super Eagles last game where they were clearing? I can't remember the player. Where they were clearing, basically,
bro.
Yeah,
in the
they put this guy in front of the wall.
Sorry, Ayo, please, can you break down the report before? Yeah.
So it was I saw it at a glance. It was a report of the Nigeria South Africa game, where the Nigerian striker who came in for our normal striker, Osimhen could not play. So I think his name is Desars. Yeah, Desars.
It's Steve's
And
guy, no?
It is not a report. It was a criticism of their. I've never seen NFF has done a criticism of their own player. That the guy was running around, he was not receiving the ball.
Wait, in a full statement, the NFF released a statement critiquing their player.
Yes.
Hey.
So what happens after like every with NFF communication is that the communication director Ademola, what's the second name? I forgot. Ademola something. He sends an email blast with the statements or anything happening in the NFL.
Game reports, so reviewing the game reports, everything.
So he did that with the game, and journalists were like, "What's happening here?" So I think Pooja put it up. A lot of people put it up. And if you go to the NFF website, that section of that comments, that statement has been removed. Like that Dessa's own has been removed. But they also made another comment about how an own goal from the captain destabilized the whole team, blah, blah, blah.
So that one is still on the boss.
But the Cyril Dessa's own, they removed it. But in the email blast, it's still there. It's insane.
All right, if you guys don't know who Cyril Dessers, please, can you pull up the statements? I'll read that part.
Okay.
Cyril Dessers is a Nigerian-Belgian footballer who plays as a striker. He's played for how many times for Nigeria now?
I think it's about I'll say 20 times.
About 20 times for Nigeria. Yeah. I'm pulling out his player profile as well, just to see how many times he's played for Nigeria.
Okay, so let's go for the Cyril Dessers parts. Can I read it out?
Please go ahead.
That section, it says Cyril Dessers, who had an unimpressive game in Uyo, when he turned out his substitute that was substituted, did not have a better game as he was too slow to latch onto passes, could not win area balls, and did little in bringing life the Nigerian attack.
What?
This was the statement from Ademola Olaji, the communication director of the NFF.
From the glass
house. Okay, so I'm checking out how many games this young man has played for Nigeria. I can see he's played a lot of games for Nigeria. He's been playing for I'm looking at the total. He started 14, played 11, subbed on 4 times, over 20 times. It's more than 20 times because he's played in World Cup qualifying. He's played 30. No.
Okay, so I was kind of like I gauged it well. Yeah. So that was the statement. That was the paragraph. It was a full paragraph in his statement.
Hey,
who an press the game where he turned that sort.
Yeah, he's played a lot of games for Nigeria. Actually.
Yeah.
A lot of games. African Cup of Nations qualification, World Cup qualifying in 2023. He's been playing for Nigeria since 2020. Since 2020, actually. African Cup of Nations qualification. He started playing for Nigeria since 2020. So he's playing for Nigeria since 5 years now. And you know what I can deduce from this? What I can deduce from this is that, which is what has always happened in the National Super Eagles team, and Steve can confirm this. This is not somebody guy, and somebody else is not happy.
Somebody else doesn't like it. Yeah,
this is
that's it. That's just the best interpretation for this scenario. It's the best interpretation. Yeah,
he's somebody's guy, and the guy who told the guy to put out that statement is not happy.
He's not happy that he was invited.
Like him. Yeah,
exactly.
Why did Boniface play this match?
No, he wasn't even in this. He wasn't in this. He wasn't in this group in this international window. Yeah, in this round of qualifiers, he didn't come. He just changed clubs, so they just. I think they didn't invite
What about Ademola Lookman?
He played.
Ademola Lookman, he played. He tried. He played. Especially the first game. The second game, he also tried, but
So apart from this Dessers, so what about this guy at Wolves, the Akorede guy? Is he
played too now? He played.
Oh, he's the one that scored the goal against
the one that scored the one in Uyo. Yeah. But one of the most surprising thing I saw on Twitter yesterday was people were hate watching this guy. Football Twitter is mad now. Like
they were hate watching the Akorede guy.
Yes, now they counted his 001 now. He played yesterday and he didn't score.
Why they hate
Somebody
watching?
said to look, 001. Hate watch. I'm like, for a Wolves player again. When did this one start?
Actually, hate watching is very therapeutic.
It's insane.
Yeah, I hate watch at times. I have a hate watch list now. You guys know now. Let me read it for you guys.
Which you update every time.
Yes,
I'm sure you would have been proud of. You would have been proud to see the Garnacho zone yesterday.
Ooh,
after losing the marker that scored. The guy that is.
It was a brilliant way to end the day.
Bro,
love it.
after
Okay.
Casedo scored, I left the TV. I was like, fuck, these guys don't win. Now I go room. I was in the room. Wifey was doing Michelle's hair in the sitting room. You know, so from the season, I just started hearing commentators just shouting. You know, I'm like, what happened? Chelsea don't score again. I got there, I saw Brentford players celebrating. I'm like, let's go.
Let's go.
Garnacho. Still thought he was in Old Trafford.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
And
That was a good game. That
it's
Casedo
good to
shot
hit
him.
watch.
No,
Eh?
that one made in
The thing
Africa.
almost tore the net.
Made in Africa.
I'm telling you.
Hate watching is therapeutic. I'm looking for my hate watch list this season.
I'm
Very
telling
interesting.
you.
Oh, fantastic. I found it. So hate watch list this season, Liverpool, of course,
Man
as a Man
City,
United fan.
Liverpool,
Even though I
normally.
love watching Liverpool play football, so it's a win-win
Of
for me.
course.
I love watching
Yeah.
them because they play good football, but when they don't win, I'm happy as well.
You're happy.
Man City standard, I hate them. Atletico Madrid, except when they are playing Barcelona. Barcelona in the Champions League.
Oh, everybody
Okay.
hates watching
Not in
Barcelona.
the league.
No, in the
Not
league,
in the
no
league.
problem. No problem. In the Champions
Wow.
League, because they beat me twice in the finals.
Okay.
Marcos Llorente,
Uh-uh.
as a human being, yes.
What
as
did
a
they do
person,
you?
Yes, I hate him. Kingsley Coman, of course.
Jesus,
a
guy,
standard.
of course.
Yeah.
I know that one. Yeah, I know.
Jadon Sancho
Oh, no, I'm on that one. I'm a premium
Yes.
member.
Where
of
is he
that
now?
one.
Sorry, where is he now?
is at
He's in,
Aston Villa.
He's in
Okay.
I
He's
was
at
say
Aston
that.
Villa.
I was say that he's at Sowiti's house. Well, okay, let's move on.
Frank Leboeuf,
Oh, down our
the
dogs.
sports analyst now.
Touching the pundits.
Okay,
The sports pundit now. Yes, Frank Leboeuf, because he hates Man U and is very, very biased.
For Chelsea. He likes only
Yeah.
Chelsea, so everybody
Yeah.
will
No. When it comes to United, because we used to flog them back then. That was the era where United. I get it. Him, Craig Burley, and Steve Nicol. They don't like United.
They don't like me in Manchester
Yeah.
United. Yeah.
Troy Deeney.
Oh, I'm on that one.
Yes,
Troy
I'm
Deeney
hate
is
watching
an
him.
asshole.
Gabriel Agbolahon is also on my list as a hate
Yes,
watch.
I agree to those two. Yes.
West Ham.
Of course, I support that one.
Because they fired Moyes, who won them a cup and ended at 6th place.
Yes.
And they fired him. Said they wanted fantastic football. Blah blah.
Yes.
That's the
And
second time they made the mistake.
And developed $100 million player, $100 million player for them. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Declan Rice. So there's that. I have a few others. I'm trying to look for them. But
Like Garnacho is the latest entrance. So
yes, Alejandro Garnacho. Yes, Borussia Dortmund as a football club. Yes, just as a concept of a football club, they are a very stupid football club.
Yeah, they don't feel bad players. They go every time on loan.
A very shitty football club. So they as well. I think that's it. Just one or two others.
That's it. I think
Onana might be on that list for me very soon.
Actually, I do not. I'm indifferent to
Onana.
It does not exist.
Yeah.
It does not exist as a human being.
Because that guy just.
It's only Ephraim that is following Onana to talk.
It's only.
That guy will count every mistake.
Ephraim was the happiest when Onana
I'm
left.
telling you.
From day one, he said, "I don't like this keeper."
Oh god.
He actually said it, and we tried to say, "No, calm down."
No,
Maybe
I'll give it to him. He's consistent. He's from day one. He said, "This guy is the guy."
He hates him. But yeah, I hate one. Maybe just one or two others, but that's it.
That's it. That makes sense.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Should we do some fan mail and get the hell out of here?
Yeah, one or two. That's good.
Okay, we'll do music next week.
Yeah.
All right, now.
All right, fan mail. Ba-dum, pa-pum. First of all, shout out to Ogunmodede Abolade, who bumped into Ayomide Tayo recently.
Yes,
So just listened to the podcast and he bumped into you.
I told him to write in.
Oh, well, he definitely did write in and he's hollering everybody. Holler at you too, my brother. Hope you are doing well. Where did he bump into you, by the way?
No, I was going out very close to my area and he saw me. At my ends.
Okay. At the ends.
At the ends, bruv.
At the ends, bruv. Okay. All right. This is from Silver. Silver is giving updates on my pathetic life. Hey, now wow.
Now wow.
I am the person who wrote a mail about having low self-esteem and lack of self-confidence when it comes to interactions with women. Sometime late last year and early this year. I remember. You guys remember?
Yeah, I remember the dude.
Yeah, I remember the dude as well. I am writing this mail to give some more updates. This is a bit lengthy, no problem. There's this lady I've been seeing for a few months now. Dates, kisses, cuddles, but I haven't asked her out officially. One evening, she told me she found love with someone else and that he asked her out. I froze genuinely, almost heartbroken, only for her to say it was a prank. She laughed, said she wanted to see my reaction, and then told me how much she loves me. That shook me. I realized how deeply I care about her, so I asked her to be my girlfriend. She said she'll give me an answer on her birthday in 2 weeks. But honestly, a part of me feels it wasn't really a prank. She's amazing, really beautiful, and I know I'm not the only guy who saw that beauty. Which makes me constantly wonder if I'm enough, especially since I'm not financially strong and still healing from a past relationship where I was cheated on. So here's my question. Am I overthinking? Do I need therapy for for my self-esteem? Can someone truly love me as I am? Thanks for reading. I appreciate your time and thoughts. See, you mentioned things like low self-esteem, which in this case, low self-esteem. You also mentioned things about overthinking. I'm happy to announce to you that we have a seasoned specialist that comes to these specific things and also love, right? He's here with us on the podcast. Let's usher him in. Round of applause for Dr. the lead researcher, Steve Dede.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Please go ahead, Mr. Dede. These kids are stressing Steve.
This guy they find. This guy no get money, so I think that's the problem here.
No be the problem. If this guy get bad, waiting they worry this guy. No be bar. No be bar they do him.
Now bar. If you get bad, nothing will happen. The confidence will be through the roof.
Based on the previous,
I doubt.
Based on the previous, you don't forget the previous messages when you send. This thing no be bad problem. This guy just the overthink things.
He's an overthinker, yeah.
But let the doctor talk. Doctor, go ahead. Go ahead, doctor. We're not doctors. We're not qualified.
I don't know why you're so scared of being like having failed relationship or being cheated on, or like I don't know why you're so scared of it. Like what's the worst that can happen? Like the person goes, like another person will come now. Do you get like I don't understand why you're so paranoid about having failed relationships especially when it's not your fault. It's not the end of the world anyway. So I think the problem is you're overthinking it and you are attaching this relationship to your own self-worth. That's the other thing. So I think the first thing that you have to do now is just to start doing things to develop yourself. If it's lack of finances that is making you not to have full confidence in yourself when it comes to women, because maybe you're dating beautiful women and I think, you need money to date them. If it's lack of money, you do things to put yourself in better positions to start earning well. And also understand that these things don't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't paint a true picture of who you are as a person. Do you get? So I think my only advice is for you to stop overthinking it. Do start taking actions and steps every day to improve yourself and to put yourself in better positions. The places that you want to see yourself in. And you think if you are there, you have like better confidence of you start thinking better of yourself. Start taking daily steps to put yourself there. I think those daily steps will improve your confidence, right? And that's the first step for me. That's it. That's just my only advice for that for now.
Thank you, Ayo.
So yeah, speaking to the young man who wrote the email, is that you have to make quick and actionable bold steps. Like you didn't have to wait for the lady you wait to say, oh, she's going into another relationship for you to not ask her out. Should have done that since you noticed that you guys have a connection, you guys have a chemistry. So it boils down to what Steve said: take action, take bold steps. Take action at the end of the day. Also, stop overthinking things, bro. The most handsome men or the richest men in the world get heartbroken too, bro. The babes they live in Leonardo DiCaprio. So don't come and kill yourself. It's breakfast, as we all say in Nigeria. It's breakfast. Everybody go chop up. It's necessary. It's everything we go through. So you just make sure that you are the best version of yourself, and hey, you find someone. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's a stage too. I've been here, I've been there too now. Like it's a stage where you feel, oh, I'm a young man, I don't have money. She's young, she might be she might be looking forward to be like dating richer guys. We used to have this conversation in the office at that time too. And I was at that stage too. I think it's a stage that every young man, has to pass through. It's nothing defining. It's just it's a phase of life. It's not a big deal, to be very honest.
Very well said, guys. Another thing is for someone who has also been dumped because he did not have money. What you need to do is have open. Did he pay me?
He go pain that.
No, not really. He didn't pay me. I've had other relationship where he paid me. This one, I actually appreciated the honesty because till today we're friends. Do you understand? If she had deceived me, that's where the betrayal will come in. But she told me, said Osagi, she was a trust fund kid. Man, see, when we started dating,
that's the one that mentioned your salary, Abi.
Yes, she used to track it. How much are you being paid now? And I'll tell her, oh, yeah, I've gotten a bonus. I now earn 57,000 before tax. You understand? She was driving a Benz in the US. She's a big chick. So she came back to Nigeria and she looked at me and said, Auntie owned a spot in Lekki, like where everybody used to come through. She's that much of a big chick. So when we used to link up, she told me the last day that we were together, and she said, see, Usagi, I want to live an expensive life. I don't want to live a comfortable life.
Which is fair.
So I don't think this is going to work. Fam, you have to appreciate that honesty and sincerity. She genuinely cares about me.
A lot of people
do you understand? That, yeah. That's why she opened up to me to explain that this is where she is as a person. And because of that, things might not be able to happen. Until today, I can pick up the phone and call her. What's good? What's happening? Because you understand? I value that. And then you can move from a romantic relationship to a regular relationship. You don't need to fight with the person. You don't need to say, I hate you. I will burn everything down. That's immature.
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you understand? So it's that clear. So my guy, as you have said all these things, this babe like you. All that thing where she do now to see your reaction. She like you. Also, on your own end, be very open. This is where I am as a person. This is where we are going. This is where we can go. Are you ready for this ride? And then she says, yes, I'm ready for this ride. And then we're good. But to not start overthinking, my brother, no kill yourself, oh. No go do blood money, oh. On top say you want to impress person. No go join waiting, you're not supposed to join, oh. I don't talk my own. This is Anonymous writing, rejoinder, the Muslim babe from the previous episodes. I'm writing again in response to the Muslim babe who reached out from the previous episode. I wrote in last year in hopes that Osags would make the connection, but it be like say Osags na the weapon fashioned against me. This is interesting because I was actually looking forward to the introduction, but I had to let go because I thought Osags had shared my details and she didn't just reach out. To the babe, Yusef, why did it take you 100 years to drag Osags on this, eh? Anyways, to the matter at hand, I'm currently in a relationship. That said, I am still open to making the connection. You seem to be a solid babe. I like to think I can hold my own as well. I see no downsides to being in each other's networks, at the very least, given the solid intersection we've both made with this pod. Please reach out if you are open to this, of course. No pressure. Osags, please share my email with her or share hers with me, whichever is easier, safer. Keep up the good work, guys. Remain blessed. All right, Anonymous, after this podcast, I am going to share your email with her, and if she reaches out to you, let us know. Ife is saying, are we being too critical of Nigeria? Ife here, first time writing in, and I just had to write to you guys within the first 10 minutes of listening to podcasts. 2/3 differing views can be true of one scenario. Do people make money in Nigeria? Yes. But what percentage and does it have to be that hard? Why do we think Nigerian immigrants make great strides? It's not because we're special, it's because we're used to putting in a lot of effort to see results. And when we bring the same energy to a working society, the result is outstanding. Blessing and curse. All I have to say is Nigeria is different for a lot of people. Some people see Nigeria from a lens of privilege, while others see it from a lens of suffering. A friend that has been here abroad for 17 years plus was telling me Nigeria is on the up and up. Told me he wants to go back and cash in, and I told him that may Nigeria not happen to you, because when it does, you understand. Case in point is the tech bro that died in the hit and run this year. All this tech money couldn't get him help in time. In summary, Nigeria is a tease. Looks rosy until something happens and you remember how messed up it is really. Life shouldn't be that hard, and that's what I've realized from moving here. Thank you very much, Ife. Oh, this is the Amazon Deb talking about national building. I'm writing as regards to the betting discussion you guys had in Podtax. I love how you emphasize that people should not get into betting as it is addictive, just like drugs, 100%. To this, I'm writing to state that I work with an NGO where we help betting addicts recover. The organization is called Gamble Pause Africa. Our website is www.gamblepause.com, and we have a 24/7 helpline. The number is +234 813 232 7149. So to any listener struggling with addiction to betting, you can call our helpline for help. We offer free therapy sessions to clients in their recovery journey. Thank you so much, Giants, for emphasizing the addictive nature of betting. Speaking about betting, I won some money this week.
Hey.
Round of applause to me.
The gods were good to you.
Yeah, the betting gods were good to me. I did a long play from Thursday all the way to Tuesday, and the last game was played. Boom, collected my money. Feeling good. However, I did lose. I put some small money actually. From the money I made, I just put some small money on the Canelo Crawford game.
Yeah.
I actually bet on Canelo and I lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I was done, you're mute, Steve. When I was done with the bet, right? So I was telling my friend, like, because both of us wanted to bet, so I bet last minute. I put it last minute, you know. So I was like, ah man, thank God we didn't bet too, because we're both going to bet on Canelo. And I said I bet on Canelo to win by decision, you know. And it was like, man, let me even read the conversation because this is so funny the way he replied me, right? And I was so annoyed because I said. I put some money on Canelo to win by decision last minute. And he was like, damn. I was like, it's okay. I made some money on Tuesday. He was like, bro, I will never bet against a man that got shot in the head and drove himself to the hospital. I said, what? Why did you tell me this? Why did you tell me this before? That's enough data I need to know that I don't need to bet against him. You know, if I knew that story,
you are not informed.
You understand? Then he was like, he now replied me and said, I told you to watch the documentary. There's like a 2-part series on Netflix you can watch before the fight starts. Yeah. So if I had watched it and found out that this guy got shot in the head and still drove his, I can't bet against someone like that now. It's like betting against 50 Cent. You know, it's like there are some things you don't bet against some people, no matter what it is. You just know that they are going to come through. So, hey, that's me. Anyways, oh, by the way, did you guys see 50 Cent's new video? So he's going to be in Street Fighter. 50 Cent.
Street Fighter, yeah. I think he's lean now. He's going
to play. Yeah, he's going to play Balrog. No, it's makeup.
It's makeup.
Did you see the video of him like skipping and jogging?
Yeah, I saw it now. He's lean. He's leaner now. Yeah. You know why he released it? Because after why he released that.
He released it before the fight.
Yeah, before the fight, and after the concert, he had a pre-match concert at in Las Vegas, right? And a lot of people said he was on Ozempic. That's why he said in the caption that he doesn't have to explain his process to something. Yeah. So I think he released it to tell them that, bro, this is not Ozempic. This is real work. This is dedication. You know,
bro. This is I'm Balrog, Street Fighter. It's amazing.
Andrew Schultz is in Street Fighter too.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz is in Street Fighter. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he got Andrew Schultz on the gig. You know they are friends.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's Andrew Schultz playing again? He's playing somebody.
I've
forgotten.
forgotten. Explain somebody,
This is
sure.
playing.
No, but I watched this video of Fifth and I'm like, nah, man, he looks
It's
like
insane.
Balrog.
Yeah,
Yes.
he looks like him.
Yes, he looks like him.
So
Yeah.
he's really going to do the box now, man. 50 Cent.
I always
Yeah.
was better than the one we watched in the 90s with
It has to be
Van
now,
Damme.
of course.
With
Jean-Claude
Van Damme. I actually like that one.
No, I
I
liked
like
it
that one.
too. I liked
The
it too.
script, the writing, the dialogue of that one was fantastic. I like the dialogue.
I didn't like that one.
I liked it now. 50 Cent said, I don't expect you to understand my level of discipline, but watch it. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Street Fighter
Yeah.
coming soon, then Street Fighter 2 Balrog. All roads lead to Sherverport. GUnitBrands.com. I gotta give it to
50
this
Cent
guy.
will use one post to advertise everything he has going on. So here now he has advertised the movie. He advertised the sheriff report where he has the Genie Studios just with one post.
50.
Why?
50. Okay, we have two more emails. Chia Gozier says, my life now nowhere and confused. Quick one. Hi, Giants. I remember discovering, I'm Chia Gozier rather, 22, and I'm writing you from Ejigbo. I remember discovering your podcast sometime in 2023 via an article I found online after a brief Google search. Nana, do you see why show notes are important? Do you see why? Because the show notes actually appear in the Google search results page. Okay.
But he said he saw it in an article now. Maybe one of those tech points.
An article I found out after a brief Google search. I don't care if it's an article, whatever. Do you understand?
Okay.
SEO is good. Thank you. This was when SEO is going to mean shit in the next few years with all the LLMs anyways. But there's something called GEO now.
It's still the same concept.
Because it's still scraping the internet.
It's same scraping the internet. It's still giving you the same responses, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But you don't now all you need to do, like, you don't need to optimize for search engine results. You now need to optimize for scraping.
For AI search, yeah.
This was when I stopped the podcast I was listening to. You don't have to mention the name. Oh, I'm not going to put the name of the podcast. But I will just say that they're a bunch of very truth-telling people. Anyways, and ever since then, my Mondays has been one to look out for because of your insights and opinions. That threads a fine line between thoughtful nuance and moral relativism. I'm grateful. I graduated from University of Benin earlier this year, and I studied mathematics, majored in pure instead of applied. Big mistake. And concluded my clearance last month. I've never been this confused and lost in my life. I don't know where to go. I don't have the skills I wish I had. I don't have the skills to thrive. I'm not employable. I loathe myself. I worked as a part-time teacher in a few schools in the past while I was in uni. Worked as a computer operator, office assistant in the SIM-NIN registration shop in 2022 during the strike. And I learned how to repair phones sometime in 2019. And that's just about it. I have been learning how to code React.js with a bootleg Udemy course this year. That's before my laptop finally packed up. I've been at my parents' house now. Money is very, very tight, and I want to be less of a burden to them. I really need guidance, and I think I have come to the right persons for that. If any of my fellow giants is kind enough to help me acquire a new PC, or a contribution, or even a hand-me-down, that will really go a long way. Please help me give a shout out to my bro, SK Rebel. He's a big fan of the pod. I left my contact details below. Thank you very much. We're going to leave the contact details. Before I leave the contact details, I want to show you a picture of this young man's laptop. He sent it to me. And even I was scared. And I have used some laptops, guys. You guys know. I have used some laptops. But I want to share you a picture of this guy's laptop. I haven't seen anything like this in a long time. I'm going to share with you guys now in the chat section. And you guys can just have a look at it. Yeah, I'm pulling it up now. Boom, I got it. There you go. You guys should be able to see it now.
You
I'm
can't.
pressing N. Yeah.
I was like, you have more insight with pure and applied mathematics. What's the huge difference that he's saying is a big mistake?
What's the huge difference? I'm
He
looking
said,
for.
yeah, he said he did pure mathematics and not applied mathematics, which was a pure mistake. So I want to understand why it's like such. What's the huge like differentiation between both of them that makes it such a huge mistake? That makes him think it's such a huge mistake.
My brother. You are just like that other gentleman. You're overthinking it. Especially say applied. The mathematics where you go use apply. How you go apply them? The one you can use in applying. Do you understand?
So you can't apply the pure mathematics.
It's theoretical. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
It's theoretical. But then there's applied mathematics.
This computer can be real. I'm sorry.
No, this is a no. It can't be real.
What do you mean it can't be real?
Is that an external keyboard for it, or is it detached keyboard?
It's an external keyboard because the keyboard itself is gone. In fact, I'm looking at the motherboard. I'm looking at the back of the motherboard.
I've never seen this part of the laptop before. Like, bro, what's this?
Do you understand? What we're looking at here, if Bill Gates saw this laptop, this is there.
This guy is going to what's the name of that prison? What's the name of that deadly prison in this thing? Straight up, the one that Obama said he was going to close. Exactly.
No, there's another one called Angola. I actually thought you were going to talk about the one in Prison Break that the second jail they ended up in. What's the name of that one? It's called oh my god. I remember when we got to that part of Prison Break, everybody was saying, "Oh my god, the new." Let me search it. Prison Break.
Oh boy, this laptop. My biggest we'll start a new
location.
A new charity scheme just for you.
Oh, I can't find it. There was Fox River, which was where they were. They first were. Then they went to forgotten the name of. They went to one other one. Anyway, see, pure and applied maths. To be serious now, right? One is focusing on like all the abstract stuff. The other one is focusing on solving real life problems. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Do you get it now?
I get it. I understand.
Yeah. One is just abstract, like the abstract theories and concept and theorems. You do most of that because I study mathematics. You do most of that at like 300 level. But like there's the real theory, like the applied is how you solve problems, how you can use it in engineering.
Okay.
That's basically it. So you can use that one in engineering, medicine, finance, technology. That's the applied one. That's the one you take and go and apply into those fields. But there's the theory part. If you want to teach, if you want to go into like teaching and you want to end up doing like a doctorate degree, blah
academics,
blah blah.
That's
pure.
Academics. Yeah, that's where
you can go to the pure.
Yeah. As someone who's like envious of people in mathematics, like I was just shocked hearing somebody like, seeing somebody who studied math saying he has no skills. It's like just shocking to me.
My brother, let me tell you something.
It's shocking to me.
Yeah, it's shocking to me too. But on the real, from the mathematics side, let me tell you something. You have a superpower. You just need to know you have a superpower. I was telling my daughter something yesterday because my daughter was showing me something yesterday, very interesting. She was doing the 3 times table or so or something, and she showed me that if you do the multiplication in one way, if you reverse it, it gives you something else, right? Which is what maths is, because maths is what is built into design. Maths is what is built into fabrication of a lot of things, a lot of theories. Like I was trying to explain to my friend the other day that language is math, is code, is mathematics. It's maths. Like English language is maths. It's based on maths, and just so the way you have to look at it is that you have a superpower that everything is built on. The table you are sitting on is mathematics. The computer you're using is mathematics.
The measurements, everything
is mathematics. The world is built on mathematics.
My mouth when you read that part of the email saying he's an unemployable, he has
no. My brother, you also need to understand how the life works. Where are the opportunities? Did his lecturer show him how he can apply this? The pure, no pun intended, but like the pathway for him to go through. They didn't. All he did was focus on what was in front of him. And so I understand the scariest part is when you finish uni.
Yeah.
It's scary. I understand this because I went through it, similar stuff.
Has he served?
I don't think he has served. If you tell me you are going to any service, I'll swear for you.
Go and
No,
tell
no.
you,
If
won't put you
if he's serving in
for
Lagos, if he's serving in Lagos, fine. If he's not serving
Internship,
in
don't call it
Lagos,
service. Internship, you cannot
internship,
mask it
yeah,
with the NYSC. Okay, fine, I get your
exactly.
point.
You know,
Don't just tell me NYSC. I don't want that.
write back, and talk to me and ask. Write back, talk to us, tell us like the president. Have you served? Are you planning to serve? Where do you want to serve? So that I can even say, okay, you know what? Let's even start with that to say, let's ensure that you do your service in Lagos, and from there we'll start having a conversation. Because once we are having at least 20,000 naira as federal, like we first of all, that one don't dey first.
Oh, Steve, I
Do
don't
you
like this
get?
thing you're doing. No, Steve.
Then you can say,
So,
okay,
Steve,
where am
one
I
piece of
serving? Are you
turkey.
going to intend something? Are you going to intend somewhere else?
no.
Bro, let me tell you why
they buy
it's
turkey.
Osagi, let me tell you why it's important. With your NYC khaki, you can enter anywhere in Lagos.
Fair
I've
enough.
done it.
Fair
I've done
enough.
it.
I
And they
agree.
will
I
listen
agree.
to you.
I
Do
agree.
you understand what I'm saying?
I see. I
now.
see.
You just wear the uniform and start going anywhere. Say, oh, I'm in an NYC. The NYC told us to look for where to serve. This is my skill. This is what I study. This is what I want to
Doors
apply.
open more
I
than
want
when
to
you
be.
wear mufti.
He opens doors.
Definitely. I know.
Do you get?
I
If you go
agree.
to 100 places in Lagos, one will say, you know what, come in, and from there, I'm a living testimony.
I agree.
That's what I did.
I
Yeah,
take it
come
back.
on.
I agree. I agree with
Yeah.
you, Steve. I agree
Yeah.
with you. You should look at fields like, and you're studying React.js. That's good. You should look at fields like data and statistics.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Data and statistics. You should look at fields like that. And yeah, software engineering. Why not? You
Why
understand?
not?
It's a
Makes
very
sense.
interesting
Yeah.
time to learn software engineering. You
Yeah.
should learn Python. It's a very interesting
Yeah.
time to learn Python. Do you
Exactly.
understand?
There's so many things to learn. Come on. You can become, as
So,
this guy, as you are now, you can become anything you want to be. Business analyst,
the
data
goal-
analyst.
Thank you. The
products,
goal
like
right
so
now
many
is to
things.
just upskill yourself with necessary
Yeah.
skills that can be applied. But your background is great. I'm telling you. Your background is
God.
great. I'm telling you.
God.
It makes
This thing
you
just did it.
see,
It did
you
my
did
head
4
in.
years studying mathematics. Let me tell you what that does for you. Bro, I studied mathematics. I ended up in journalism. And it helped. I don't know how to I don't know how to tell you how it helped.
Bro, even the
helped.
marketing, like, do you like anything you want to be, bro?
I've moved through different industries, and I'll tell you that a background in mathematics is what has been a driving force for that thing.
What?
So, my brother, you have a superpower in your hands, right? But down to what we have to do now, because he's listening to this and he's probably saying, "You people just read my account number, I beg."
Exactly. That's the thing.
All
is
right.
the immediate
So
ones.
his mobile and WhatsApp number is +234 70 101 89607. I'll say it again. +234 701 018 9607. That's his mobile and WhatsApp number. His bank account is 228 662 6868. UBA, United Bank of Africa, right? His name is
Yes,
Ike
sir.
Chiagozie Paul. Giants, we don't call on you guys all the time. We can't even post I think, like, if we post the picture of this laptop on social media, right? I think it doesn't pass social media checks. They might shut down. They might shut down our account. Yes, they might shut down our account. So we can't post this laptop. What I'm seeing here is no more a laptop. Guys, I am seeing the keyboard gear is off. So I'm seeing the motherboard. Then he put an external keyboard. We need to help this guy. So if you have a hand-me-down, or you just want to, buy a Udemy course for this gentleman, there's so many things we can do for him. Or buy a Udacity course for him. It's a bit more expensive, but he needs it. Whatever it is, right? Let's help this gentleman, please. No matter how small it is, let's just help this gentleman. And Chiagozie, please write back. We want to know if you got the laptop or not. All right. Last one. Lukman says, thank you, Giants. Thank you, Max. I'm Lukman, data analyst in the making. Thanks for all you do. God bless. I just got my copy of Max Solon's Soldiers of Fortune book, and I must say, the Babangida's era is just so wild. I think he shares the sentiment to us, guys.
Exactly. That's what we just said.
He said, I'm about to start the Obasanjos. ever since I started listening to Loose Talk, I got interested in Nigerian history, and I've been yearning to read more and know more, if not for anything, but to be able to relate when you talk about anything in memory lane. And I love it how you effortlessly connect the dots of now to then. And thanks for the right recommendation, Maxiolion. His account and writing skill no be for here, and as they say back home. I feel I'm still in learning mode because I read more through the 83 to 93. I realized I have a lot to read about. If the government can take history out of the younger dudes' curriculum, we are glad to have Max and other Maxes that could help fill our knowledge tank. Also, I watched the 76 movie. It's amazing and lovely. Thanks for your time, Giants. God bless you and God bless every listener. And on that note, we have come to the end of the pod.
Yeah.
Again, have we done more than 2 hours? Yes.
Yes, we have.
One day, one day, we will do 2 hours. And it's because I don't always switch on my counter. That's the problem.
You behave like a Nigerian pastor. And 1 hour, I'm at home. Yes, it doesn't have to be long. 2 o'clock, now still day church.
No worry. One day it will happen. I'll be there, and I'll make it happen. Okay. All right, man, guys. It's a wrap from us. It is a wrap. Oh, before I go, I'm glad I just remembered this because I wanted to play a song from the Indestructible Chalk Boy Nation. Did you guys see? So you know what's happening in hip hop, like Nigerian hip hop? Things are brewing, right? There's a lot of stuff brewing, and we've seen it. And I just want to talk about Jesse Jagg's recent tweets.
I didn't know Jesse was even on Twitter like that.
Oh, he is. He makes time to get on Twitter. Jesse Jags. Let me look for his handle.
Jesse Jags Swagger.
Thank you. I've seen it. Emperor Jesse Jags. Yes. So he recently tweeted. So there's as you guys know, if you guys follow Nigerian hip hop, there's a lot going between like Odumodu Black and Black Bones. By extension, he's now gotten to like AQ. You know, Odumodu Black goes on a tirade insulting them on social media all the time. No songs dropped so far. There's also some tension from the fans, genuinely from the fans, between like MI fans and Q fans. There's something going on there because they feel AQ addressed him on the album, so there's some stuff going there as well. MI has kind of linked up with Odumodu Black. Do you understand? Mode 9 too has gotten Odumodu Black has gotten a verse from Mode 9. Mode 9, put out a tweet. There's a lot of stuff going on. Steve knows what's going on. Ayos knows the background of what is going on. We can't say it because it's not our story to tell for now until things happen. But also Jesse Jags also jumped into it and he tweeted. Hot Ice also, if you guys know who Hot Ice is, he's been an upcoming artist for a while now, and there's also a very fantastic writer. I like his music. He's also affiliated with the Anti-War Gangsters. That's Odumodu Black's team. He too he mentioned he mentioned that AQ he's coming for him. All of that is happening. Emperor Jags also name put out Big Kala go kill Una. Be prepared and forewarned. Then he then says, anybody fuck with Odu Black, Una mind go deal. Then he then says, and I'm going to try and read this from how he reads or he talks, from the house of Abaga, Jago has bought the beef. I'm on Odumodu Black side. Third World War. He put this out on September 8th. It's almost 7 days now. We've still not seen anything, no music and anything. I just want to say, Jesse Jags, as a respecter of your music, you need to shut the fuck up, because when Vector dissed you and your brother, you were nowhere to be found. You were in the high heels in the mouth. This guy actually thinks he's an emperor. When he says his name is Emperor Jesse Abaga, I'm serious. He actually does think this thing. When you go to J-Town and meet him, he's like in a mountain like the monks, and then they hover around him, and then he walks like in a whole fucking garb, and then he thinks he's an emperor.
When you say they hover, who are the people that hover around the place?
I'm telling you, human beings, and they all crouch and say, "Oh, our emperor Jesse Jags." Anyways, he actually, so when he says stuff like from the house of Abaga, he actually means like all these Game of Thrones things, like the house of the give me one house. Give me one house. The house of the land. Yes, I'm telling you, he actually does feel this way. But you need to shut the fuck up and put out music. That is what we respect. We don't respect tweets. Like all this tweeting, put music out. That's what hip hop fans like me love. Put music out. Where were you when Vector dissed your brother and dissed you, saying your brother abandoned you in the song? What did you go and do? He went and linked up with Vector. Do you know? And they were meant to even do a joint project. So I'm trying to understand why you have bought beef on behalf of something that doesn't concern you. But we all know what's going on. And again, it's not my own story to tell. And I know what's happening. But, you know, like, try and respect yourself. And if you really want to do this thing, please release music. I wish they can just seize Twitter from Nigerian hip hop artists' hands so they can actually just drop music and then we can enjoy. Because the fans, I'm tired of reading tweets. It's September 8th and you've not still done anything, Jago. Come on. From the house of Abaga, you've bought the beef, Third World War. Okay. And then that's it. And then he goes and drops a record with one guy. And the record is just one party record. Where his verse is
he dropped a new song.
It's placid. Yeah, somebody featured him on the song. He still has clout now, you know, which is good for him because he has to feed. But please, Jago, you are the emperor. I said it. I put out a tweet. Gone are the days where MCs were using their pen to speak. Now it's Twitter. Is the game really gone, Steve? Is the game gone?
I think Steve is the last.
It's gone. It's gone.
Ayo, is the game gone? Is this what we do now as artists? Typing all caps on Twitter.
Well,
that's what we do now. Come on, man, guys, put out something now. If you really are mad at somebody, put it in the music. Or is it that you can't write music anymore, or your pen isn't that sharp anymore? I don't want to believe that. Come on, Jago. Come on. Come on. If not for anything, I'm begging you. Please. Please, put out something. Let's listen to Chocolate City record from their album, The Indestructible Chalk Boy Nation. That was released in when? Who can tell me?
16? 15?
You pick one year and stop Googling.
2015.
Oh my God, you guys are Googling. Two of you. You're just...
Look at my hands.
You say look at my hands after he has Googled. He's not even using voice. He's not even using voice assistants. So he doesn't even need to type anymore. See Steve using one hand. See Steve using one hand.
Voice assistant.
I'm not Googling. I'm not
Put
Googling.
your hand up. Put your hand on your head.
I don't even want to respond to it. But was my hand on my head all through this recording? Why would I have to do it now?
2015.
Yeah.
I love that album. Anyway, this is Heartfelt by Millie and Coca. See you guys next week.
All right.
Baby, there's so many things I want to say to you. Baby girl, don't waste my time. There's so many things that I just want to say to you. Baby girl, don't waste my time. Mosenyo fumi layo. Mosenyo fumi layo. Mosenyo fumi layo. Mosenyo fumi layo. Fumi layo. Take my heart away. have to wait, girl.
I'm a live studio, mama call it to studio. More de bon ibo, I don't see like studio. Ocean me jiggy don't me jiggy mo be. Ocean yi baraba don't yi, baby shaking
Baby shake it, don't be lazy. Baby I'm your baby boy, so drive me crazy. Taking you places, oh yeah that's time go crazy. I don't give you anything, everything is anything. Baby there's so many things I wanna say to you. Baby girl don't waste my time. There's so many things that I just wanna say to you. Baby girl don't waste my time.
You are now listening to Loose Talk.